Oh, hello there. Welcome back to Crafters TV. It's time for a craft along. We're going to be looking at one of our most fabulous recent launches, which I know so many of you got your hands on when it was launched, and all making a fabulous project together in real time. I'll be here with you for the first hour of the show, and then George will be manning the fort for the last 2 hours of the show. And she is back. She is here. She is in the building. She is looking like an absolute glamazon. Debby Robinson's here. How are you, Debbie?
Did you call me a glamazon?
A glamazon, yeah.
Glamazon. I quite like that one. I'll take that one, Joe. I will take that one. Yeah, I'm absolutely back, and I can't wait. You know what? It feels like ages since I've done a craft along. So I'm going to show you and tease you what we're going to be actually making with these fabulous dies. So I thought I would try to think of something that I could do with it a little bit different. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be creating. I have actually used some vintage butterflies in this collection, but you could decorate this to how you want. But I'll show you and lift it up.
Ooh.
Now then, if I just lift that up there, you can see. Open one of the flaps there to reveal a little notelet holder.
Nice.
Or a card holder. And drop that down, and you've got yourself, and we are going to attempt to do this in 2 hours.
Debbie.
I might have outshone myself there a little bit, but we can do it. I have every faith. I'm going to take each one of these out because it is a lovely little notelet folder. I'm going to call it a notelet, a card holder. Call it whatever you want. It's a lovely little gift, but I'm going to show you how to use and to make this lovely folder. And of course, use some of these fabulous dies, and I've tried to use, well, I have used both, not tried. I've used both of those alongside the fabulous butterfly collection as well. So this is what we're going to be making, and then if you get time, we'll make a couple of cards as well. This is just to show you the insides, but if you wanted to make something like a little card holder, that's what the project that we're going to be doing today. Taking some inspiration from a few people on Facebook, internet, Pinterest and all the other places, and done my own version of a lovely little card folder.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. And you literally just fold it over, fold it over, and fold it over, and done.
Do a fold on a fold. You got a basket.
I knew that was coming.
Yes, it is a brilliant craft along. And also, if you haven't got your bits and bobs gathered, don't worry, you've still got time. Let me take you through everything that Debbie is going to be using over the next couple of hours. You've got the 2 Broderie Anglaise dies there, some stamping or craft card, your pastels cardstock, some vintage butterflies items for you. So the perfect papillon, the butterfly kisses, the opulent frame, beautiful butterflies, and also the papers and vellums. Other elements you may need from your crafty stash will include a Gemini, a scoreboard guillotine, your adhesives, some ink pads, a red liner tape, and of course your tape pens as well. So you've got a few more minutes if you want to gather all of that together before we get started on this fabulous craft along. Now the craft along will be here for the first 2 hours of the show, and they will be back in the house. We had a very busy show, but the Dreamies are going to be back with us for the last hour of the show. Hayley and Carol are here with us on the sofa. How are you, ladies?
Hello, we're good, thank you.
We had a
just had our lunch.
You've had your lunch. What did you get? What did you have?
We had jacket potato, I had tuna mayo, and Mum had cheese.
Oh, delicious. We had a very busy show, didn't we, earlier today? I know you're going to be back with what's left, but just tease us as to some of the demonstrations we might be having in that last hour of the show.
I'll let you go first.
Right, so this one is what I did this morning. So we have demoed this one already. So that's the palette art and the spring floral collection in the MDF. And then we are going to be using the flower cart.
Nice.
So if you can see that, and loads of flowers on there. And then the demo that I'm actually going to do in the hour is this little basket.
Oh, Debbie, that's right up Debbie's Strauss by the sounds of it.
I've been oohing and ahhing and cooing, and I'm like a little magpie just drawn to all those beautiful Dreamies products. They're
gorgeous, aren't they?
Gorgeous. An exciting hour coming up for sure.
Indeed, and Hayley's got more goodies as well.
So this is similar to what I'll be making. I'll be using a different colour scheme, but we'll be using the palette art for my first demonstration. And again, some of the spring embellishments and all the little bits and bobs that are on the show as well. And then I'll also be making this card, something a little bit elegant with the moody purple there and a bit of heat embossing on there. Now you can see it's really
lovely.
sparkly and elegant, that one.
So many amazing goodies, and it will be a case of whatever is left. I know we all have already had sellouts, the 3D Easter basket. When ladies, you can go and take the weight off, chill out in the green room, get a cup of tea. Carol and Hayley will be with us at about 4 p.m. Is when they'll be here with what's left of those Dreamies items. If you didn't see the earlier show, I would urge you to go and have a look on the website and have a little look at all the Dreamies items that are coming up, because it is very, very busy on them. I want to just quickly share with you the items, the main items that are, of course, going to be used for the craft along. It is the Broderie Anglaise. They were launched very, very recently. Gorgeous, big creator card dies, which are going to enable you to create the craft along that Debbie will be focusing on. So 2 different ones in here for you. You've got the Chantilly, and you've also got the Calais as well. You will get the 2 brand new paper pads as well. They are a mixture of linen and pearlescent cardstock. So you've got the creams and you've got the pastels in there too. $39.16 or $44.28 if you are a platinum member. Now, I mean, we've got guests aplenty, haven't we, in this show, because not just the lovely Debbie and Carol and Hayley from the Dreamies, Lorna Jane is joining us as well on Skype. How are you, Lorna Jane?
Hiya. How are you?
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going okay. Well, I just have to say to Debbie, I do like a challenge, but my oh my.
I mean, it is going to be a challenge today, isn't it? Lorna Jane, for anyone that's not met you before, where are you joining us from?
Scottish Borders, a bit dreary, rain today, but I'm hoping for sunshine tomorrow.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Have you got all your bits and bobs gathered and ready to go?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've got everything. Yeah, I've got lots of things to hand just in case.
Amazing. Right, well, I'll try not to disturb you too much, because I know we're up against it today. I'll be dropping in on you again really, really soon. Can't wait to see what awesome creation you managed to come up with. What I would always say as well is with the craft along, as we always do, there'll be lots of regular breaks for you. Debbie will recap the sections at after each section. If there is anything that's missed or you need it recapped or repeating, don't worry, I'm here to do that for you. You can get in touch with me, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Lots of you tuning in and saying hello already. I can see Carletta, Rose, Sherry, Sarah Brown is back. Angela is here. Oh, it's Fred's birthday today as well. Happy birthday, Fred. Please let us know what you are up to and how you're planning on celebrating. And Patty says hi too. She says, I've ordered mine in the middle of the night to be sure I didn't miss out on those Dreamies products. And Vanessa as well, been really enjoying showcasing all of the Dreamies products. We also did happy birthday for our very own gorgeous George of the Joystick today, didn't we?
Did indeed,
yeah, I have
yes.
never seen someone look so embarrassed in their life. Have you, Debbie? I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to sort of implode. He was so embarrassed. Like, he sort of withered, didn't he? It was very, very funny. Very, very funny. Right, Debbie. I think, judging by the comments, everyone seems to be pretty much ready to go if you are.
And I promise you, I know it looks a challenge, this, but it really isn't. It's a lot easier than you actually think. And the decoration part, you know, don't worry if you don't get, as long as you get the main built up, the main part built up, the decoration part can come later on. But we'll get as much as we possibly can do in this next 2 solid hours of the craft along, of real-time crafting, and I promise you, it's a lot easier than it actually looks. So, first things first, decide on what cardstock you want to make this in. I've chosen white stamping card, but my head did a little bit of scratching when I first did this, and I was like, oh, I wish I'd have used craft card. Craft card's going to look just as beautiful, which is why I put that optional piece, and especially with the papers of the vintage butterflies, I think would work really lovely with it as well. So craft card, this can be made in craft card as well. It's entirely up to you, but for the purposes of the demonstration, again, I'm going to use the white stamping card. Now, first things first, we need 2 pieces of cardstock. So you'll need your guillotine. If you haven't got the large one, you can use your rulers and your pens and your craft knives and things like that. But if you have got a large guillotine, obviously this will be the optimum cut. So first things first, we need 2 pieces that measure 8 inches by 7 inches. So I'm going to go along the top and I'm going to go to 8 inches by 7 inches, and that's 2 pieces that we need at that particular size. So 8 by 7. If it helps, write it on there that you've done 2 pieces at 8 by 7. But it's just going to give you a little indication on how to get started with this. So first things first, 2 pieces of cardstock that measure 8 inches by 7 inches, and that's 2. Then you need one piece that measures at 9 by 6. So we'll go to the 9-inch mark, take that up, make sure your cardstock is at the flush top end of that guillotine, and then just bring that down. And then we want 1 by 6 inches. So this is 9 inches by 6. So we've got 9 by 6 and 2 pieces at 8 inches by 7. And then we're going to do one more piece, which is an 8 by 6 panel. So 8 inches by 6 inches. And don't worry, I'll repeat these in a moment for you. We just want to get these pieces cut. So that's one panel at 8 inches by 6 inches. And then you want a 6 by 6 panel. So we're going to cut to 6 inches by 6 inches. So that's your 6 by 6. And then lastly, and this is all that we're going to be using for the base, will be an 8 inches by 5.5 inches. Right, so I'm going to repeat those measurements for you again. We'll cut the panels and things like that and the cardstock a little bit later. What I just want to do is get all that, keep all your waste bits as well, so don't be throwing any of those away. I always keep my waste bits because they might come in handy. But I'll start back where we started. So you want 2 pieces that measure 8 inches by 7, so you'll end up with 2 pieces like so. Then you'll have one at 9 inches by 6 inch. You'll have one panel that's 8 inches by 6 inches. Then you'll have a 6 by 6. And then lastly, an 8.5 by 5.5. If you, like I said, if you want to just write them on, so just make sure that you've got, oh, this is me 8 by 5.5, Debbie. Let me just put that on there. So I'm going to put 8 by 5.5, so I'm not going to get mixed up. And then 6 by 6, just do it in pencil lightly, and you can rub that out. And then you've got all, you've got all your pieces that you need. And this is my 8 inch by 6. That's my 9 by 6. And they're my 2 panels at 8 by 7. So I think I've repeated those a couple of times for you, but that's going to create the notelet folder as such. And I know it don't look it at the minute, but I promise you, once we've got the score lines in place, producer Georgina, looks like a pile of card. It does look like a pile of card, absolutely it does.
Wonder where she was going with that.
So what I'll do is, I'm going to take 2 of the 8 by 6 pieces. So let me get those 2 pieces. Good job I've wrote this on, isn't it? 2 by, yeah, it's a good job I did, because I'm going to show you the 8 by 7. So when you just measure, make sure you've got it the right way around. So this is to the 2 pieces that are 8 by 7. And what we're going to do is, we're going to score now. So you need your scoring boards. So big or small, doesn't really matter for this piece. But what we're going to do is we're going to do our score lines. I'm just going to make sure I've got this right way. You want your 8 inch in the lengthways. I want you to remember that the dies that we're working with are really quite large. These are 5 by 7 panels. So we need to make sure we've got space for them to sit on there. So make sure that your 8 inches is, is it the portrait? Yeah, portrait way. 8 inches by 6. And then we're going, sorry, by 7. And we're going to score, get your scoring tool. Debbie's forgot to get a scoring tool out. And fire 2 minutes, Joe. We're going to score this in at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. So 1/2 inch, make sure it's up to the butt left-hand side of your board. 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And you repeat that on the other piece that we've got. So the other 8 by 7 panel, we're going to score 1/2 inch.
And that's along the longest edge you're scoring, is it?
Yes, so you put your 8 inches up to the side. It's the 7 going across the top. So you're going 1/2 and 1 inch.
Yep.
And that means then you're left with a 6 by 8 piece of cardstock, which means your 7 by 5 panel is going to stick on beautifully on the front. And this literally is the formation of part of it. I'll say why, because you're going to get your 8 by 6 panel. You're not doing anything with that. Let's see if I can pick this up, because Debbie's got her silly nails on. Let me just pick that up for a second. Because these are going to attach, they're going to fold around, and we'll not do any of that just yet. We'll just get all these bits scored and cut. But that's going to sit around the inside. And then the other side, when you've done that bit, Joe, will sit around the other side. So it's like an open little book.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that's your score lines for your 8 by 7. So literally is half an inch and an inch, and repeat. So we've got 2 pieces there, and your 8 by 6 put to one side. And then we're going to come in with that 9 by 6 panel. So go to that 9 by 6 piece that you've got. And this time we're just going to flip it onto the short side. So you're going to go onto the short side, and we're going to repeat those score lines at half an inch and an inch. So ½ inch at the top and an inch. And if I just fold those pieces in, that bit is going to sit on the top side, so it folds over. You see it making a bit more sense now, Joe?
Yeah.
And then lastly, for the other panel that we've got, so I'll go to that 8, sorry, we've got to be 6 by 6 piece first, sorry. Bring your 6 by 6 piece in, and we're going to do exactly the same again. See a bit of a pattern forming here, Joe? ½ inch. And this one you can't go wrong because it's 6 by 6, so it doesn't matter which way you put it, it's not going to go wrong whichever way you do it. So ½ an inch and an inch. And that's the bit that sits at the bottom that will fold inwards. And then the little pocket for the inside, if I just show you the little pocket bit, Joe, I'm just going to bring it in for a second. This little pocket bit, so we've done this bit, we've done this bit, we've got that bit, we've got the top bit, and we've got the bottom bits, we've got those panels already done and scored. So the last bit is that little pocket bit inside. So this one, slightly different with this one, we're going to go in at ½ an inch, and this time short side again. So you're going to go ½ and an inch. I'm going to turn it over again and do the other short side, ½ and an inch. And then we're going to take that to the bottom, so we're going to go on the long side this time, and we're going to go in at just ½ an inch with this one. And there's a reason I don't put another panel on this, but I'll explain a little bit more as we go along. So for now, all I want you to do, we'll do all the cutting for this in a second, Joe, because we're just going to repeat those. But you can get all your burnish lines scored nice and crisply. But now, as daft as it sounds, that is the basis of your little card holder. And I'm just going to, I don't want anyone sticking anything down just yet, we'll do that in a moment. But just so you've got all those pieces, and I'm going to show you. And that little bit tucks under there. That bit tucks at the top. Can we draw out a little bit, George? Gorgeous George. Sorry, we're getting me Joe and Georges and, oh dear.
Well, you called me George the other day, didn't you, all day? It's going to be one of them days again, I can just feel it. You've got George cubed for the last hour of the show.
But you've got all your panels made now, so you've got your top flap, you've got your 2 side ones, you've got your bottom, and you've got your literally your card holder in there as well. So you've got all those panels. So I'm going to take a breather, let everyone catch up. If anybody wants any more repeats
Did you want to just repeat the sizes of those pieces and where you scored them again, Debbie? Is that all right? One more time.
Yeah, of course I can. So we'll start back to those 2 8 by 7 pieces. So your 8 by 7, you're scoring in at ½ an inch and an inch. And the same on the other side as well. You can do it the same way because all you're going to do is just turn it onto this side.
Fabulous.
It explains a little bit more in detail. But those two pieces that are 8 by 7, ½ an inch and an inch.
Amazing.
The 9 by 6 is the same, but on the short end, so ½ an inch and an inch.
Fabulous.
You've got your 8 by 6 piece that stays completely clear. No score lines in this one. And then you've got this 8 by 5.5 that is scored at ½ an inch and an inch on both sides. So just turn that round, ½ an inch and an inch. And then down the long side, just ½ an inch.
Brilliant.
And that's all your score lines in place, apart from your little small one that's a small fold, whatever you want to call this, which measures at 6 by 6. And you're just scoring it at ½ an inch and an inch again.
Brilliant.
Is that okay, Joe?
All good, I think. All gravy, I would say, as the kids say. Right, lots of you are crafting along. Any questions you've got, you can get them into me. You know what you need to do. Let me just recap. If you don't yet have this and you want to go for this collection, then you can, of course, recap this. You can, sorry, of course, go for this. You've got the Broderie Anglaise, two different designs here. You've got the Calais and the Chantilly in there, and it comes with both of those brand new pads there. A really lovely mix of pearl and linen in the white and cream, and also there in the pastels too. Now, something else that we've got on the show which will go beautifully with this collection is, of course, one of Debbie's all-time favourites. We launched it together, the vintage butterflies. Oh my word, they're so gorgeous. 10-piece selection for you. So you've got the butterfly charms, really lovely. These really little lovely resin charms. So you get 10 of those. You've also then got your binding ribbon. You've got the elegant lace. You'll get the resin brads, 40 of those. And you're getting the stamps in here too. So 2 sets of different stamps on there. So you've got your sentiments here, and you'll also get the beautiful butterflies. You will also then get as well the pearlescent cardstock. You will get the 6x6 paper pad and the 8x8 vellums as well, which are all insanely gorgeous. So you will get all of that included there for you. And you get the 12x12 paper pad, do you? Well, where has that gone then? It's gone. There's a 12x12 paper pad missing. Have you nicked it?
No, I promise I've got my own. I've got my own down here. I promise it's not yours.
So you do get a 12x12 paper pad. So you get loads of paper, then you get the pearl card, you get the 6x6, the 12x12, and the 8x8 vellums as well. A gorgeous, gorgeous selection there. £52.74, £69.30 if you are a platinum member. Something else you might want to go for as well. We've been really fortunate recently to have lots of ink pads in stock a lot of the time. We've got a 10-piece selection for you on our water reactive ink pad. So in here you're going to get the Bordeaux. You will also get straw bale. You've got the anthracite. This one here is the frosty jade. Then you've got baby blue, grasshopper. This is a seal brown, friar brown, sandstorm, and you've also got the crushed velvet within there too. $38.99 or $54.99 if you want to go for those. And also just want to quickly share a deal with you that we've got for you on the gilding waxes as well. Gilding waxes are great, they last for so long. 20% off here, set of 4 of these. So you've got the Renaissance Gold. Let me open it up for you. Is it open? Oh, it's not open. I won't open it because Tracy will shout at me. You've got the Renaissance Gold, which is that one there. With the silver, which not often in stock, the silver, so it's lovely to have that one. This one just here, this is your antique gold that you've got there. That one's also closed. And you've also got this one, which is your King Gold, which I absolutely adore. Oh, there we go. It was like if Carlsberg did childbirth, wasn't it? So, you can grab that. Do you remember that advert? Do you remember that advert? If Carlsberg did childbirth, it was like, boop, and then there was this little baby. Do you not remember it?
That's not how it would be allowed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
As if it's that easy.
No, I know. Oh, gosh. Anyway, we're having lots of fun. Definitely save this show for later, says Sarah. Evelyn says, looks like a wonderful project. Rose says, definitely one that we'll need to save in my watch back folder. And Karen says, hi Joe and Debbie, I have the Broderie Anglaise die bundle. The dies are awesome, but the cardstock is really special. I ordered extra. Really looking forward to this craft along. I haven't got anyone saying in the comments that they need anything recapped, Debbie, so you must be very thorough.
It's a lot easier than you actually think, it really is. So what we're going to do now is just going to put all the panels together, then we'll do all the die, sort of cutting of the panel pieces from whatever, actually, chosen cardstock you want. Remember, this is your project. I've just done the vintage butterflies because I'm absolutely obsessed with it. But what we'll do is we'll just construct and put this all together now. So this is entirely up to you. You can use your tape pens, you can use wet glue, and if you are using wet glue, I would recommend tacky glue for that. But I'm going to use red liner tape because I'm going to be using this as like a card holder, putting cards in there. I need something that's going to give me rigidity and a lot of strength, and that's what this will do. Now, I don't know, do we have red liner tape in stock still, Joe?
Do we have what, sorry? Red liner?
Red liner tape.
We do indeed.
Yep, fabulous. Now, I do use red liner tape ever such a lot when I'm constructing. It's one of those that I don't want to run out of at all. So I'm just going to literally pop this, and I'm just showing you where I'm popping mine, Joe. On the 8x7 panel, I'm popping it on that first half hinge fold, because that's the hinge that's going to tuck underneath your 8x6. So the 3 pieces that you need to start with are the 8x6, and your 2 pieces that are the 8x7 that have got those score lines in. And all we're going to do is we're going to tuck it underneath and attach that. So it's got this lovely, but it's got like a little, and Debbie's thinking of the word there, but you need the space to be able to hold. Now, you can actually make this a bit bigger if you wanted, Joe. I've seen where I took the inspiration from. You can make these panels bigger. Just remember when you're measuring, and depending on the size of the project that you're doing, remembering that you just need to add that cardstock on. So if I were going to make these 1 inch long, I could still keep this at ½ inch, but I could have made that middle piece, like the book piece.
Bit of a deeper gusset.
Yeah, a bit deeper, yeah. So that's what you can do. But for this project, I've just done ½ inches. Now, I'm going to make life a little bit easier for myself, Joe, like I always do with red liner tape, because it's one of those double-sided adhesives that's super strong. And once you've got it down, sometimes difficult to manoeuvre back into place. You can't lift it like you can with other things. So I'm just going to literally pop that up to that fold, and because I've got my wet glue into place, gives me the extra little bit of wiggle time to get it positioned and flush, because you don't want it crossing over that score line. You want it just up against it. So I'm just going to, and that's the beautiful thing about having wet glue on this. It gives me that time to get it in place, and then just attach like so. So you've got the first panel. And then you're going to repeat that with the other side. So we're going to pop on the red liner tape for this. So we'll pop our red liner tape on that first tab. That's where I'm going to go with, tab. And then just snip that off. Again, give it a nice little burnish. Lift it off. And then a little bit of wet glue again, just over the top. And that just gives you that wiggle time factor to get it into place. Don't worry about all your markings. We can rub all those markings off afterwards. But we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to take the straight edge and go to that first fold line. You've got that bit of wiggle time to get it into place before you commit to sticking it down. And I can see that's nice and flush. So I'm just going to go on there. And that creates your first part of your book piece,
nice.
Like so. So we've got that bit on. We'll put the top bit on now. So we'll go for that 9x6 piece. Yeah, 9x6. Just Debbie, quickly going over the measurements just to make sure. And then we're going to do the same. So we're going to pop it on the top piece. I'll just move that out of the way to show you. We'll put the red liner tape on. I'm going to put it on that top tab. And then snip that off. Little burnish. And then lift that off. I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm just going to keep repeating what I do just because it gives me that time. I do love red liner tape, but oh my days, if you stick it down and adhere it straight away, you can kiss goodbye to trying to get it off without wrecking your card. So I'm just going to do exactly the same. I'm going to measure it up against the edge, take it up to that first fold. I'm quite happy with where it's positioned. And then just commit that now by popping that down. So you've now got inside, inside, over. And then we're going to now pop on the bottom panel. So this is the piece that is 6x6. And again, I'm a creature of habit, Joe. So I'm just repeating exactly the same. Onto that first tab. Snip that off. And again, like I said, choice of glue, it's entirely up to you. This is just my personal preference. But like I said, the reasoning behind why I use red liner tape, especially when it's a project like this, is I'm putting lots of cards in here. It's like a note holder or card holder or whatever it is that you want to put a store in there. Tags maybe, if you love your tags. It depends on the weight that you're putting down. Again, I'm just going to position, make sure it folds nicely. That's fine. And again, I'm just going to now pop that down. So you've got the inside flap, the side flaps and the front flap that fold all over. And that is how you put that together. We've got one little addition that we're going to pop in there. So I'm just going to open that up so you can see how it all comes together. And then
Gotta say, Debbie, I cannot get over how easy that was to come together. The construction of that, considering when you opened it earlier, I thought, oh gosh, we're going to be here 2 days, not 2 hours.
Decorated. Yeah, it's because it's all decorated, and you think when you look at it, you think, oh my God, there's no way I can physically do that. But honestly, there's quite a few different on the World Wide Web. There's lots of different tutorials out there, lots of different sizes. I've seen tall ones, I've seen small ones. There's lots of lovely ways that you can do this. It's just a nice little addition, isn't it? So what we're going to do now is, if you think about this bottom panel, and I'm just going to show you, because I need it to stick down onto the inside, so that's why I put these panels on. I haven't done it with this bottom one, and the reason being is because I've got this to protect it, so it doesn't matter, nothing's going to drop out, because it's going to be attached to that bottom piece. So when we're folding that over, if I just get that the right way around to show you what I mean, when you're folding it on, it'll be attached, so I didn't put the additional one in there. If you want to add a bit of strength, you can by all means add an extra score line in there. You'll just shorten your little notelet folder size of thing, kind of thing. But what we're going to do is fold that over. It made sense to me, George, when I was saying it. Did a producer Georgina there, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I'm getting, honestly, I'm all of my Joes and Georges and I swear you keep doing it to me on a purpose. Literally now we're just going to stick those panels in. I'm going to remove that little outside square just because it's annoying me. You can keep it on if you want to, but I prefer just to take that off. And then all I'm going to do is stick those two panels together, and that will literally stick over there. So I'm going to, just for this particular one, put a couple of little pieces of red liner tape. If you want to use your tape pens for this, you can. I've heard a rumour tape pens are back in stock. Is that true?
They are, yes. Dotty tape pens are back.
Yay!
Oh, straight to one's back as well.
Fabulous.
They
now
are
tell
both
me that
back
I was going
in
to
the
say.
house. Do you know what I didn't realise as well today? How I've dressed perfectly to match my box. Look at me matching my box.
Yeah. I like it. Is that the craft along colours there, isn't it?
Well, I think it should be. I should wear this to craft alongs now, don't you?
Yeah, either that or lilac. Have
Or
you got anything
lilac. You haven't got any
purple?
lilac.
You don't do lilac?
I haven't got any lilac in my
Have
wardrobe.
you really not got anything like that?
No, maybe I
thought
need
you
to
had.
invest. Maybe I need to invest. I can feel a bit of a clothes spend coming up.
Oh,
I've got a little
terrible.
holiday at the end of the month, Debbie, so I'm due a little, you know, some treats, I think.
Yeah. Well, clothes. Terrible addiction I have to clothes shopping. Literally, quite literally. So yeah, I get you there, Joe. I get you. Now I'm just going to snip off just a little bit of a slither on both sides. It's not going to make much difference. It just makes it a little bit neater when it's folding over. But what we're going to do now is we're going to put as red liner tape, or your tape again. It could be wet glue tape, whatever it is that you want to do. You're going to put it on the inside two flaps and the bottom flap as well. And I'm going to use my same tape that I've been using all the way along. My red liner. My favourites. My favourites. Have I snipped two ends? I haven't. What am I like? Oh, do you know what I've done?
What you done?
I've cut my flap ends at both ends. I were only meant to do one and I've done two, but it don't matter. It's not going to affect it. I promise you it won't affect it because it's going to be stuck in...
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's going to be stuck inside there, so I'm not going to worry too much. And I'm just going to stick that off. And on the other side as well. And then don't forget on the... Oh, what am I doing? I'm too busy talking about my flap bits. Oh, that didn't sound right. My tab bits that I've put the... Oh no!
Oh no! You've got yourself in a right...
I've took it off and I'm right.
You're in a right flap now, aren't you?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Joe.
Are you all right?
I've put it on, took it off, put it on.
You what?
I've put it on. I didn't want it there. I thought I'd put it in the wrong place. It's the bottom panel I need to put it on as well. I was right all along.
Oh, you're right.
The insides. Oh, dearie me. And they let me loose on a craft along. I just don't know why they let me loose on one. Oh dear, we got there in the end. We got there in the end. So now what we're going to do, and make sure that's nice and burnished, and it'll make a difference. Again, using that wet glue will help as well with this part. And you can do a little bit of a double strength glue. Let me just move that glue into the corner before I end up getting it stuck everywhere, in places that I don't want it to be. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick the bottom piece onto there so that it drops up, but brings, can you see how it fits perfectly in there? Yeah? So that's how we're going to do that. But that bit is staying open, so it creates that pocket. So I'm going to do exactly the same. Peel that back. I think we'll have a break after this, Joe. Oh dear, I hope no one's saving the show.
Rose says, Debbie, you sound like me at home calling for the kids. I go for every one of their names, even the dog as well. What's
terrible.
the dog called, Ro? I'd love to know.
I am. I'm absolutely shocking for it. I really, really am. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to give it a double strength with the tape. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on this inside flap here too as well. When I can find my end, I've dropped my end for some reason. There it is. Let's bring that in. I'm just doing this for a little bit of added extra glue just onto there. So I'm going to peel that back. A little bit of wet over again. And then I'm going to pop just onto the sides. And then that side. And then what we're going to do is, to make it a bit easier, pop it on the bottom panel. Make sure it sits in there perfectly. Because it's 1/2 inch, it will fit in quite nicely. But before you actually stick it all down, make sure you've got it into position, into place. Make sure that that fold comes over as well. You need to make sure this is a really nice, tight, snug fit. And you want it to stick. So when you're happy with where it's positioned, and you'll need to do this by eye, so pick it up and have a little look. But I promise, once it's into place and everything folds over, and you can see it all folds over nicely, when you're happy with all that, then you can stick that down. And again, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a burnish with my finger, and that's why I've put a bit of double glue on there. You can, of course, I'm just going to hold that down a second, use like a flat ruler to get inside there as well, because it's a little bit of a tight squeeze. But just persevere, hold that down, and there you go. You've got the notelet folder, and I'm just going to make sure that's stuck down properly, right down at the very bottom. There we go. That's better. But there you go. It couldn't be any easier than that, Joe. That is how you put all that together. Now, I'm just going to make sure I've got all mine positioned properly and I've got my score lines into place, but I think it's a good place to take a break for everyone to catch up with us. But you can see how easy that was to go. That bit is just going to stay attached, because when you've got this stood up, it makes it a little bit easier. If I just turn that around, Joe, you can see that's what you'll end up looking like.
Amazing. I love it.
Easier, isn't it, Joe, than you
It
thought?
was so fabulous. Yeah, I mean, looking at it, I thought it was going to be very, very difficult. It's been a lot more straightforward than I'd anticipated. Let's take a quick break there then. Any questions anyone's got, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're over on YouTube, and I will pop them across to Debbie. But there's some other items in the show that I'm really desperate to tell you about. One of them being this. Now, it really is coming towards the end of the line for this, because it is UK only. It's the Gemini Junior die cutting and embossing machine in the limited edition rose gold. Should be £199.99. Today it is £100 off. If you are a platinum member, you can get an extra £20 off of that as well. So platinum members, £80 in the UK, which is amazing. Maybe you've already got a Gemini Junior, but you really want to stock up on some of the accessories, and we've got those for you as well. And these have all got a 10% saving on them. So you've got your clear cutting plate there. And we also have the plastic shim, cuna plastica, if you're Spanish, that's how you say that one. We also have the metal shim, which is the placa metálica de cortar, if you are Spanish, in case you wanted to know. The next one we've got is the magnetic shim, cuna magnética, is how you say that one, for our Spanish viewers out there. And this one, my favourite, base de goma estampadora, the rubber embossing mat for you as well. And you can also go for the storage bag, which is L storage bag for our Spanish friends. $5.39 or $7.15 if you want to go for that. Right, it's very busy on that amazing rose gold Gemini Junior. So what I'm going to do is share with you the incredible features of the Gemini Junior, and I'll see you back here on the other side of this. Adriana says, what about us Mexicans, Joe? Oh, I think, yeah, if you speak Spanish, for all of my Spanish-speaking friends is what I should have said there. Amazing, says Deborah. Going to be saving this to do later. Oh, the lovely Corinne Robinson has popped up and said hello as well. She says, hi, everyone, at home prepping for my shows on Sunday. When my kids were little, I did some child minding. One of my daughters is called Jessamy, and I looked after a Gemma, Joshua and Jessica. I never got their names right. Can't wait for my first craft along on Sunday. Lovely show, Corinne. Oh, make sure you join Corinne for her craft along this coming Sunday. That'll be exciting. She'll be here with Ben, I want to take a wild guess at. No question. Oh, we're going to go and pop back over to Lorna Jane, see how she's getting on. I've been able to see you, Lorna Jane, in the corner of my screen, beavering away frantically. How's it coming along?
Yeah, we're getting there. I've done most of it.
We're almost there. Okay.
Yeah, I missed I needed to do my little box inside that again because I think I mismeasured it the first time.
Oh, okie doke. Right. Do you want to give her the? Do you need it repeating, Lorna Jane?
Inside box panel.
The piece.
It says 8.5 by 5.5, and scored a half and one, but it didn't fit, so I must have done something wrong.
So on either side, so you've got half an inch and an inch. On the other side, exactly the same. Just flip it around on the short edge. So half an inch and an inch, and then on the bottom, just half an inch.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right, Lorna. Lorna Jane. I'm not going to distract you any longer. I'll let you get back to it. I was able to see Lorna Jane in the bottom of the screen. She's backwards and
she's busy away,
chopping and scoring, and like everyone out there is, no doubt, at the moment. Right, I think then, everyone, there's no other questions in the chat, so I'm guessing we're good to go with the next stage, Debbie.
Decoration. Let's get the decoration part. So let's get all the matting layers done. Now, there's quite a lot involved in this, and this is literally down to you how you choose or what you choose to decorate with. I've used, myself personally, I've used a mixture of the 12 by 12, another lovely, because obviously this is about the I can never say this word.
The what?
Broderie.
Broderie Anglaise.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Always here, always got your back for you, Debs.
There's two beautiful paper pads, the luxury paper pads in this, where you've got that gorgeous double-sided pearlescent cardstock, and also you've got that beautiful textured cardstock in there as well. So for me, personally, I've used those. I've already mixed it up as well with a bit of vintage butterflies as well. I'm just trying to get all the bits out, just bear with me a second. Choose your papers as well. I think what we'll do is, We'll cut all the panels, and I've got a fair few colours here, but it's entirely up to you, your colour scheme. I think they work beautifully, these particular dies. If I just bring that back in, they work absolutely beautifully with the papers, and you know, all those kind of things. So it's entirely up to you, but what we're going to do is we're going to create all the matte and layer pieces. So we've got all the solid pieces that we need, and then we'll do some die cutting with my absolutely beautiful dies. I adore them with a passion. So literally, all we're going to do is, and all I want you to remember is that the sizing of this now is 8 by 6. So the panel wise into cutting down your panels is really, really straightforward. I take 1/4 inch off, so you're going to measure these at 7 3/4 by 5 3/4, and you're going to need 7 full panels. So I did say there's quite a bit on this because you've got to cover the inside and the outside, the inside and the outside, the inside and the outside, or the outside and the inside, and also one in there as well, because I like to make sure that whenever I'm doing my projects, it's fully covered. So, and then we'll talk about this little one in a moment. But I think what we'll do first is we'll get those bits cut. So I'm going to cut myself a few. You need your large guillotine for this, again, because if you think about the sizing, but of course, you can use your craft knife and your rulers. It's entirely up to you. But we need to create 7 panels at 5 3/4 inches by 7 3/4. And you need 7 of those. So there's a fair bit of that to be done in there. I've tried to make sure, Debbie says, that I've cut enough there, 5 3/4. So you're going to need quite a bit of this cardstock for this, but then you can be using, if you've got the vintage butterflies, you can be using that as well, those panels.
Debbie?
So it's 7 3/4 inches.
7 3/4.
5 3/4 inches.
5 3/4.
Yes, yeah. So, and there's 7 pieces of that you're going to need. So I'm going to keep on going, Joe. And then I'll give you the measurements for the patterned paper. But again, it's entirely up to you.
So should you get 2 out of each 12 by 12 of
Yes,
those?
but I never throw anything away because these will come in handy for other things as
Oh,
well.
never throw anything
Yeah,
away.
never throw. Oh no, no,
Oh, no.
no, not the quality of this cardstock. So I've got 4 purple ones at the moment, or lilac coloured ones. I'm going to go in with some of the peach. I'm going to speed it up a little bit because I'm going to cut two pieces at the same time.
So all about the peach.
All about the peach. So again, 5 3/4 inches by 7 3/4. And I've got 2 pieces cut there. Remember, the guillotine is it's an absolutely it's not a paper trimmer, this is a proper guillotine. So you can get a couple of, you can do that with your papers as well as your cardstock. But it enables you to get those pieces cut quite quickly. So I've got I've got 4 of my peach, I've got 4 of the lilac. I'm going to put all these pieces to one side for the time being. Let's get
So were
rid
you
of
cutting
those.
2 at a time there?
You what, love?
Were you cutting 2 at a time there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, Debbie, look at
absolutely.
you, Debbie Scissorhands.
Now, the inside pocket, if I just bring this back in for a second, if you think about this now, remember this was a 6 by 6 when it started, but it's now actually, it measures, and I'm just going to double check because I don't trust myself. I did this project a couple of days ago, but I just want to double check. Yeah, so it's 4 3/4 by, I think it's me 5 3/4 again, yeah. Now, I wonder if I can, no, I'll have to use some more of that. But you'll need, if you think about this one, we'll need 1, 2 and 3 pieces for that one. So I'm just going to get some more cardstock, Joe. In fact, you know what I might switch to? Might switch to my beautiful butterfly. Mind you, no, I think I'll stick to this gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful, that luxury mixed cardstock. The beautiful pearlescent finish with that texture. Look at the colours in this. Every time I see it, I'm like, ooh, it's just delicious. Just beautiful. I think I might have a textured pink and I might have a textured purple. Yeah, let's have that. Let's go in with that one. Because again, just works so beautifully with absolutely gorgeous. I'm so sorry I've been using, this is Tracy's, don't tell her, will you? I've taken all the pieces out of Tracy. She'll not be happy with me, will she? Right, so let me give those sizes again, just to make sure that I've got them right again, because I want to make sure I'm giving you the right. 5 3/4 inches by, is it 5 1/4? Just bear with me, Joe. 4 3/4. So I'll go to 4 3/4 first. I've got 2 pieces again, Joe. I'm cutting through 2, speeding things up by 5 3/4. And if I just bring that in, you're going to need 1, 2, and another one at 3.
Awesome.
Go, like that. So yeah, you can cut up 2 or 3 pieces at the same time. It's no problem. No problem. Let's go in there, 5 3/4. And I think that was already measured in at 4 3/4, yeah. Perfect. So that's all as plain cardstock done. So I've got plain, I've got 2 shades of each, so I've gone for the 2 shades. So I've got 7, well, I've got 8 pieces actually there, but I've got 7, you need 7 of those and 4 of those. So I'll pop those to one side.
Remind us what the measurements were on both of those again, if you wouldn't mind, Debbie, sorry.
Oh, it's all right. The larger ones, it's 7 3/4 by 5 3/4.
Amazing.
Yeah. And these are 4 3/4 by 5 3/4.
Amazing.
And you need 4 of those as well. And then you're going to move on to your, ooh la la, pattern paper.
Oh,
my God.
schmetterlings.
The butterflies is just, honestly, is just gorgeous. And if you think about it, we've got 7 of these panels. We need 7 of the patterned. We've got 4 of the, 3 of these, and you need 3 patterned ones. But again, if you think about the sizing, so these are 7 3/4 by 5 3/4. Going down a quarter of an increment, this will make it 7.5 by 5.5. And the same with this one, 4.5 by 5.5.
Excellent.
So that's what you need for that. So I'm going to cut up multiples, and again, I'm going to be able to speed this process up a little bit as well. Let's have a look. I'm going to choose some peaches. Oh gosh, these papers just are out of this world, Joe. Out of this world. So I'm going to choose some of those. I think I might be able to. I wonder if I can cut
How many you
4
got
pieces.
there?
Shall we try 4?
Debbie.
Well, I mean, it is a guilty.
Jan would say, oh no, you can't do that.
Would she really?
She'd say if one of them will slip, and if one slips, you've ruined your papers.
Do you know,
You're like me and you, Debbie, are the same. I'll risk it for a biscuit. I'm gung-ho like you.
Do you know, now you've said it, I can hear Jan in my ear, so we're going to just cut a couple. Just a couple, we'll just cut a couple. I can hear her in my ear. Yeah, you're probably right, actually, so let's not risk it for a biscuit. But if I remember what I said, you remember the sizes, Joe? 7.5 by 5.5, and they will fit perfectly, giving you that quarter of an increment all the way around. And you need 7 of those, so I'm going to carry on cutting away like so. So I could have got away with it. I should have just done it, shouldn't I? But I totally get what she means about it slipping. Yeah, you've got to make sure. The best way to do it is hold that down. You've got this hand guard here. Make sure your fingers are underneath. But you've got your hand guard, so you can hold it down. But I do get what she means. So, yeah.
I mean, I haven't texted to tell her already that you're doing it, you know. George has. Presenter George, he said he's texted Jan already. He's got a direct line to her.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Actually, look, I've been a bit naughty. I've cut 3 there. I want to speed it up a little bit. I want to try and get as much of this project completed in this 2 hours as I possibly can.
It is a very elaborate project, I must say, Debbie. You really do like to...
Well, I had a lot of time on my hands. I've been at home for the last few days,
right,
and I've just sat and I've just pondered and I've searched, and I've actually got a craft along with vintage butterflies next week.
Have you?
And I've got a project in mind.
Oh.
It's just executing it.
Right.
And to make sure it will fit in that 2 hours, but I can't wait for that one. Let me tell you, I can't wait for that one. When they told me I got vintage butterflies as accessories for this one, I got a little bit excited because I'm thinking it's like getting to play with my favourite things. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got my 7 pieces there. Pop those to one side. And then I just need my smaller pieces. Wondering if I can get away with it on there. Let's have a little look. Ooh. Let's have a look, because I need 5 and a... Oh, yeah, 5.5. Perfect. By 4.5. Oh, it's like it were made for it, Joe. Look at that. My waist fits perfectly inside there. I could get away with it.
It's almost as if you planned it.
See, it's like I planned it. Anybody think I'd planned that bite? Let me just make sure. Look, so I've already sped that bite up because I've got 5 pieces already of that one, Joe.
And just in case anyone cut theirs differently, Debbie, what size were those pattern paper, your waste pieces there?
They actually perfectly formed at 4.5 by 5.5.
4.5 by 5.5, amazing.
So they actually fit into those patterns. I didn't plan it,
Because knowing me, if I was doing it along, I'd have cut it differently and mine would be, you know.
Well, do you know the secret to that is that when I pop my paper, I'll just quickly show you, I actually cut the smaller end first and then did the longer end.
Oh, you always cut the smaller end first?
Yeah, you get more longevity out of your cardstock. So I'm just going to move these to one side because for the time being, I'm quite
Gwen
happy
says,
with that.
what is Debbie making? A mess. No, she doesn't say that. All she said was, what is Debbie making? I added the last bit. She's making a fabulous craft, she's making a fabulous card or stationery holder, aren't you, Debbie?
Yes, mine is a card holder. Would you like to see it? Do you think she might have missed the beginning of the show?
Oh, I think she may have.
Right,
let's have another look.
show you then. So we'll give you a quick recap on what we're actually making. So if I just show you, it's an actual card holder. These are cards that I've popped inside my little belly bands. We'll do all the measurements there. George always sniggers when I say belly band. But they're my little cards, so I'll just pop those out. I've got cards that are sitting inside there. Pop those out. I've got a couple of cards that are inside there.
Cute, isn't it?
Cute. And then it all folds up. So it's folding up, folding across. And you can see my gorgeous dies that I've been using. Those beautiful Broderie
Anglaise.
Broderie Anglaise, there we go. But how gorgeous. So that's what we're making, if you're wondering. If you've just tuned in, that's what we're making. And if you have just tuned in, we should be all caught up now where we've actually constructed our wallet. So we've done the construction. We're now at the decoration part. So all I'm going to say to you is, because it's a good time for, not a break, but we're going to do a little bit of a switch over. But what I'm just going to tell you is what you can be doing now is sticking your patterned cardstock inside your pieces. You can be doing that so that you can catch up while we have a little bit of a turnaround. So all those pieces, make sure you've got all those stuck down. Choice of glue, I use all purpose for this one. Perfect cardstock with your papers, doesn't give any warping or anything like that, so all purpose and just get sticking. That's it, Joe.
Oh God, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's
brilliant.
me giving you my little throw over to you.
You are going to be sticking. Look, whilst you're doing that, let me share with you a couple of other deals we've got on the show. Debbie's favourite glue, the chunky glue. We've got that on the show for you. 3D adhesive selection. We've got foam pads. And we've also got, Debbie, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey!
I like how we always do the hey at the end.
1806 or 3548. We've also got the tacky glue, which comes with the free applicators as well. So a really great opportunity to get yourself stocked up on that at £4.99, £6.49. And we've got the tweezers and the pokey tools as well. You can never have too many of these. And you've got the flat end, the straight point, the angle point and the needle point in the tweezers. And then a couple of pokey tools for you there as well. You get the pokey tools for free, which is very generous, isn't it? Right, that's me done for today. I will be back with you tomorrow afternoon. And I'll be up actually tomorrow as well. It's a really special cartload tomorrow night, a Sarah cartload, 3 hours, myself and Sarah. It'll be 6 p.m. here in the UK, which at the moment I think is 2 p.m. East Coast time. We're on the whole daylight saving thing and it's my first day, I'm very confused. But there is also a launch day tomorrow coming up, 2 p.m. here in the UK tomorrow, 10 a.m. on the East Coast, shaped diesel cards, you won't want to miss that. I am off for the rest of the day and I will leave you in the very capable hands of Mr. George Akid, who will be here on the other side of this.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Hello, yes, welcome back. Hello, my name is George Akid. Happy Wednesday. It is, of course, your Craft Along. Thank you to Joe for a lovely hour and this morning. It is the Craft Along. My name is George Akid. Like I said, another hour of your Craft Along. And then don't forget, Dreamies are going to be here for you a little bit later on. So excited. Both Hayley's here and her mum, who I've put a lovely photo on my socials of me and Mrs. Dreamies, as I like to call her. It's going to be a great show. Loads of you getting in touch already today. Hello to Karen, first-time viewer. Hello to you, my dear. It's great to have you. We are looking at the Broderie Anglaise card die collection. 2 dies and those 48 sheets of card. Brilliant cardstock. Those wonderful neutrals and pastels, which I know are some of my favourite. I can move my bottle out of the way because it looks quite professional there, doesn't it? Move that there for you. Loads of you getting involved. That brilliant price at £48.95, $55.35. You're already getting that 20% saving, and you've also got your Club Inspired discount there on top of that. Platinum £39 at $16, $44.28. You can get other options available if you want in the dies, maybe. Head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk. See the full range available. Click Shop the Show, and you'll see everything on sale for you today. We've got the wonderful Lorna Jane working away very hard. I can see on the screen. Hi, Lorna Jane. I can see you. Hello, my lovely. There she is. So no picking your nose or anything. We can see you. We have got as well here in the studio my fellow Barnsley, my fellow Bacon, Barnsley and Crafters online. The wonderful Debby Robinson. Good afternoon, my dear.
Good afternoon. I've been busy sticking down. I've got my panels stuck because I'm just literally doing the decoration part, George.
Perfect. That's the fun bit.
I know you was here for the little bit of the last half
I
hour.
saw what you were doing. Asking the measurements. Betsy saying, hi, George. Hello, Betsy. How are you? So, Debbie, if people have just joined us because they went, oh, that good-looking George is on now. You don't have to laugh so hard. Right? It's a bit harsh, wasn't it? What are we making today? We're making something great, aren't we?
We are. So it's a bit like, people can call it, it's personally like a notelet holder or a card holder or a little folio album. I love these kind of style of things. There's a lot of inspiration out there, but this is what we're actually making, and we're using those beautiful, I'm so sorry, Broderie Anglaise. Oh, yay!
Speaks French.
Those gorgeous dies. They're French for what, producer Georgina?
Oh.
Oh, well, I think that, I mean, honestly beautiful. We'll get into some die cutting, I promise. What we're just doing is getting the folio or the album together, which by all accounts, I think everybody is more or less beavering away. And we've done all the panels, we've done all the measurements. All we're just doing now, and I literally am just sticking the insides pieces in there. So it's just a case of choosing the colour theme that you want to go with. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my inside 3 panels, because I've got a bit of peach going off here.
Yeah.
But I think I might have a little bit of a mix of a couple of the, yeah, I think I'll go with those, George. I'm actually not going to stick these 2 inside pieces just for the time being, but what I'm going to do is decorate the rest of it. So I'm just planning where I'm popping everything. I'm going to keep the peach theme going off on the central part. I'm using wet glue for this because wet glue will enable you to slide it into that little pocket. So by that I mean, so I'm just going to move these 2 panels because I've decided that they're going on the inside. There's a reason I'm not sticking them down because we're going to add a couple of the little belly bands to them, and I want them to be tucked underneath. I want it to be nice and neat. So the lovely thing about having the whole purpose glue, it's that wiggle time, that sliding time to get it in. If you want to get your, you know, because it's difficult to get inside, you just pop your little ruler or maybe what I'm using, bone folder to get it into position. And then I'm just going to stick the other panels.
Lovely.
I think I might have another peach. Yeah, I'll have another peach one there at the top.
Gilmore on YouTube's gone, who is the guest on the Craft Along? I forgot to ask. It's the wonderful Lorna Jane Hunter. She's there. I can see her on my screen. We'll be saying hello again to Lorna Jane very, very shortly in the craft room. Very organised craft room.
It's beautiful, a craft room.
Yeah.
My God, literally looking, my eyeballs are all over.
I know, with the fairy lights and everything.
Beautiful craft room. Absolutely gorgeous.
It's a great day today with Dreamies. I love it when Dreamies are in the studio because it just smells of MDF.
Yes, my favourite as well. Oh. Yeah. Honestly,
Love
George,
it.
delicious.
How much have you bought of Dreamies yet?
Up to now, nothing. But when I get, when they come on, I'm hovering around in the background and might be having to purchase a thing or 2 because
glue storage.
Oh, honestly, that glue storage. I hope there's still some left. But how fabulous! How fabulous! Literally, quite literally, fabulous are their beautiful products. I've been a big fan of Dreamies for a long time.
Yeah, I think many of
I have actually got my eyeballs on that gorgeous paper.
Yeah, some great papers.
You saw my eyes nearly pop out of my head when I saw that. Absolutely. Oh, Debbie, you're not sticking that bit down, Debbie.
Come on, Debbie,
stick
it
inside.
down.
That's me busy talking, George.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Distracted
it's all right. It's fine. Do you know what though? The fun thing is this is the wet glue. I can literally just rub that off.
Yep.
And get rid. I mean, I'm not going to worry too much because I am going to be sticking over the top, but I can, I can get rid of that bit, but I'm just going to stick on the outside panels.
Lovely.
I've actually got a spare panel, so I'm going to decorate the back as well, just to cover over the little, can you see the little flaps where they are? I'm going to cover those over in a moment, but I'll do that at the end, Joe.
Lovely.
George. Gordon Bennett. Now then, I can't get, literally, I cannot mess this up now because it's George and George in the gallery and George here with me. So I can't mess this up, can I, George? Mm-hmm. But I can, because you know what I'm like.
It's fine.
It's all right. So
doesn't answer to anything, really.
So what I'm doing, George, I'm leaving these 2 panels for the time being because I'm going to now give you the measurements for the little belly bands. And if you just bear with me, I need to get my guillotine out. They're my 2 inside panels that are going to go there, but I want to tuck them underneath to create the place where you're going to pop your cards or your gift tags or whatever it is, or maybe if it's a photo album, maybe photos inside there as well. So literally, what I'm just going to do now, George, is get myself... George,
yes.
I'm going to get myself a piece of cardstock because what I'm going to measure is 2 pieces of card that measure at 6.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So I am just going to find what I did with the guillotine, which is here. The guillotine. I'm going to choose some cardstock. So let me grab hold of. Do you know what I might switch up to? I might come in too. We've got some beautiful pads, paper on here, and this will work beautifully because it works so lovely with that. And I think I had a purple. Yeah, let's use the purple sheet. We'll have this. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces that measure 6.5 inches by 2.5 inches.
Okie dokie.
So 2.5, 6.5. Repeat that again. 2.5 by 6.5. Remember, all your spare bits you're going to be able to use for your die cut elements for your decoration. Because if you look at this now, it leaves me now 1/2 inch either side to tuck underneath, and I am going to score that, George. But before I do, I'm going to cut myself. I'm going to use a bit of vellum for this bit.
Okie dokie.
Because that vellum is, we've got the vellum on the show, haven't we? Georgina?
Vintage
Yep.
butterfly one, yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. I knew
the
that.
vellum over the top of the solid just adds another little bit of texture. It's absolutely
wow.
beautiful. I love vellum. It's absolutely gorgeous. So for this one, I've got 2.5, so I need to go to 2 1/4. I'm going to actually cut this now to 5 1/4, and the reason being is because my panel has got the 1/2 inches, and I don't want to be tucking it all. It's a waste of vellum, so there's no point. So I'm just going to measure myself another piece there. So 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. Save that little bit for later. And just pop that underneath there because I think I've done with my guillotine, but I'll just tuck that underneath. I'll bring back in my scoreboard.
Yep.
I'm going to just measure in 1/2 inch either way. So 1/2. And I know that's 6.5, so I can go to 6. The same with this one. 1/2 and 6. Just tuck that over. Be careful not to do what Debbie's just done, which has been heavy-handed with that piece. So just be careful with that when you're scoring.
Yep.
Make sure you've got it nice and snug, and that will fit now perfectly on the inside. Oh, what did I do wrong there? Hang on a minute. Did I do the wrong measurements? Bear with me, guys. Bear with me.
Hang on a minute.
Sure. I know what I'm like. I get a little bit sometimes confused with these measurements of mine. Yeah, 6.5 by 2.5. That. Oh.
Have you got in centimetres?
6. No, it's all right. I needed, if you bear with me, this panel, if I were to turn it over, is 5 3/4, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the 6.5 doesn't give it. It was 1/4 inch. Whoopsie!
Oopsie daisy.
Whoopsie! Whoopsie! 1/4 inch. Actually, we can redo that. I'm not going to worry too much, George.
No.
Said I didn't need guillotine. I do again. Let's just go back in there. So I'm going to do a 2.5, and again another 2.5. So let's come in at the 2.5. And what I'll do is I'll add an extra. So instead of it being 6.5, I'll add, for myself, I'll add 7. I'll do 7, and that should work out right, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I could stick to my original 6.5 and score at 1/4, because that's what I did at home. Silly old me. Silly old me. You can make it work, George. You can make it work. Notice I'm pausing there, having to remind myself.
You
all
can
the
do
time.
it, Bruce. And saying on YouTube, I'm so picky about papers, but these are amazing. Between the papers yesterday and today, that Country Lane collection which we launched, I'm in love. Did you see the Country Lane collection, Debbie?
I haven't. No, I've not yet seen it,
You
George.
are in for a treat.
No, I've not seen
I'm
it. Is it
surprised.
beautiful?
Imagine me in paper form.
Yeah.
Stunning. You know what I mean? You're always going to want that. I mean, if you want me in paper form, that's what you need. Do you know what, though? I'm surprised, actually. I'm still surprised that we've had the Vintage Butterfly collection and the Country Lane collection in such quick succession.
Oh, is it really that nice?
Well, oh, you wait.
Oh, I can't. Oh, and I haven't got it on a show, so I've not got it yet. I've not had a look. Plus,
Well,
it's brand new. Did it launch yet? What day
yesterday.
did it launch?
Yesterday. I did it yesterday. Ben and Sarah did launch day yesterday. Me and Debbie Fisher had a look at it at launch party yesterday.
Oh,
'Cause she laughed at me. She laughed at me yesterday, Debbie Fisher did. She bullied me.
She bullied you?
Yeah.
Go
'Cause I
away,
can't-
get away with you. Debbie won't bully anybody.
I kept saying form and she kept laughing at me.
Oh.
Flower forming form. And she said, what are you saying? I went, flower forming form.
Flower forming form.
See? What Robinson just said there, I understood every word.
It could be because the fact that we're from Yorkshire and from Barnsley. That's what it could be. It's like it's the way we say it in Barnsley.
Flower forming form.
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 Form, yeah.
Form on a roll. Form.
home on a roll. You started it now.
Joe started it. And you should have heard Ben and Sarah singing yesterday. It's like it was match day in here. It's like England had scored a winner.
Really?
It was like party time.
Oh, I've missed some fabulous shows by the sound of it.
We had the Chippendales here.
I beg your pardon?
No, I'm joking. We didn't have the Chippendales.
I nearly believed you then. I nearly believed you.
Well, then
Did
we
you
had the
see how gullible I was? I nearly actually believed you. I'm like, what? You're kidding.
I mean, what I used to do before this, that's what I used to do. Under this physique, there is a skinny guy screaming out.
Hey, George.
Hey, I know, aren't they? Just the tape pens are back in stock.
Yay! Back in stock, where they should be.
I tell you what is selling quite fast though, the red liner tape. 12
Well, I
millimetre.
love red liner tape.
Well, 12mm is sold out at the minute on the red liner
That's
tape.
my big thick one, isn't it?
Yeah,
I love that
So
one.
if you wanted to get your red liner tape, we've got the tape pens back in stock, but I think your red liner tape is on its way out, guys. So if you are wanting to get red liner tape, please do not sit about and wait on that, because I know 12mm is gone, and the 3mm and the 6mm I know is rapidly going. So have a look on the website. Sherry saying, yep, George is on a roll. And Fred171 on YouTube, George, your humility is outstanding. Hey, I'm shy. As you can tell as a person, I'm very shy. What are you laughing at, Debbie? I'm very shy. I am very shy. I am shy. Look, I've got short sleeves on today. I've got my short sleeves on. That's how shy I am.
Oh, excuse me.
I have killed Debbie Robinson.
Oh,
You know me, Debbie.
I'm just putting my little belly bands on. Now, for some reason, I've cut... it tickles you, that
It's
saying,
the belly
doesn't it?
bands.
It tickles you.
I like the belly bands.
And every time I say it, yeah, I always let this little titter. But I'm just tucking them around, and I'm just making it a little bit tighter, because I don't know what's happened to my measurements there, but they've gone a little bit off-kilty. However, you just need to make sure... Look, I said into red liner tape, once you've got it down, it's unforgiving, and I didn't put my wet glue on it. That was a mistake to make. Right, let me just make sure, because that bit's going to be covered up anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But yeah, something's happened to my vellum. I must have cut my vellum down wrong. Just let me have a little peek at this. Oh, Debbie, a silly thing. In 5, you don't have a...
Is it a quarter inch?
I said 5 1/4, didn't I? It's 5 1/2. I've wrote it down wrong. That's what I've done. Now, not that I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And it's not going to sit well with me until I've got it right. So yeah, not 5 1/4, 5 1/2, Debbie. Oh, I feel better. I feel better now. It's on properly.
She's every woman.
Honestly, it's these little details, they make such a difference. But I'm just going to pop that on.
Anne's going, OMG, George in paper form. Actually, I think Ben Mosby is the Paisley, is the Paisley patterns in paper form.
The Paisley what is?
The Paisley papers. That's Ben Mosby. If he was paper, that's what Ben Mosby would be like. I like to think of myself as pick and mix.
Pick and mix? Why would you liken yourself to pick and mix?
The pick and mix papers. Not the pick and mix is what you get from the shop, but the paper is the pick and mix collection of papers.
Oh dear, George, what are you like?
Well, I'm being deadly serious. This is me being serious and thought-provoking.
Right, back to the craft along, George. Back to the craft along. Right, so I'm just being a little bit, like I said, a little bit of a perfectionist here, and I just want my vellum to sit right in there. So I'm just going to make sure before I actually commit. There we go, perfect. And then I'm going to stick that around my other panel. So I've got one panel ready. I'm now going to do my other one, and again, just attaching that in, and it's literally so it's got the space to store photos or your gift tags or whatever it is that you're storing in here. And it just gives you that little bit of space to be able to pop them down. If you have it too snug, the fact of the matter is that you're not be able to get anything in there. So I'm just making sure that I've got a little bit of room. Mm-hmm. And then literally now bringing that back in. These are going to sit on the inside panels.
Yeah.
So glue those in. And that is all of your little album, card holder, folio, whatever it is that you want to call it. Literally pop that on, and you've got all your pieces ready. And then, then we're going to start cutting with these beautiful dies, absolutely gorgeous, from the Interlace collection, which is these beautiful Broderie Anglaise. Gorgeous dies. Absolutely fantastic.
Really is.
And there you go, George.
Look at that. I mean, the colours that are coming in.
We have now got our album
Yeah.
all ready. Obviously, let it dry a little bit. Tuck it all in, but you've got it all ready and constructed.
Love
And
that.
That only took us an hour and a bit.
Perfect. Smashed it. Susie T. Oh, Debbie, wait till you see the Country Lane papers. They are just gorgeous. Sandra on YouTube went, I think I'm guilty of having a red linen stash. And Lillian on Facebook, talking about the papers, went, George, you're the rainbow pad.
Oh. Oh.
You see? That's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll agree with her on that one.
I like pick and mix. Pick and mix or rainbows, I'll take it. A brilliant collection so far. Loads of you loving this. Remember, great options available for you. If you are brand new to this collection and you want to make this, don't forget, you can remake this. Anytime you want loads of craft alongs, you can see all the options available for you today. You can, sorry, Lorna Jane is wiping her brow. I like that. I just saw it there on my screen. See, I told you, Lorna, nothing ever goes missing. You are always being watched in the night, in the non-creepiest way as that sounded. I'm so sorry. I'm always watching, Lorna, okay? Angela on Facebook. Beautiful album base, really is. If you are watching this and going, I really want to make this, don't forget you can buy these today and you can come back and watch the show whenever you wish. You can do it with any of our craft alongs. If you've seen something before, loads of craft alongs for you on YouTube, on Facebook. You can come back and watch these. Two great dies here for you. The Broderie Anglaise, you've got the Chantilly. There it is for you today, the Chantilly. Now remember, you can buy these individually, should you so wish. You can buy these today, absolutely. There are the details for you. If you want to buy this by itself at £14.99, $16.95. Alternatively, you've got the Calais one as well. Two great ones here for you. Again, there's a price for it. Alternatively, you can buy both of these, and then you can also add into your basket today with those two paper pads, the pastels, and you've also got the neutrals as well. Two great paper pads that you're seeing there on screen at £48.95. $55.35, a saving of 20%. Add on top of that your Club Inspired discount, whatever status you may be. If you are platinum, you get an extra 20% off at £39.16, $44.28. So much love coming in for this today. Remember, a brilliant price and a brilliant collection. I love these paper pads. When these came out, everybody went, that's what we've missed. The pastels, those just sort of neutral tones. You can buy the paper pads by themselves. Maybe you want to stock up on your paper pads. This is a brilliant price for your bundles, 15% off for you today on these neutrals. I think the neutrals are some of my favourites because they are just a little bit of everything. Those peaches, those whites. They are there. You see on the screen the price for your two paper pads, 250 GSM, £28.88, $33.91. You're saving yourself 51%, and you also got your Club Inspired Platinum price at £23.10, $27.13. We've also, remember, the Gemini Rose Gold Junior. Half price, guys. When this is gone, it is gone. UK only on this one. However, it is remaining the last few. When it is gone, it is gone. Always worth stocking up. Have 50% saving, £99.99. Remember, you Club Inspired Platinum discount on top of that. £79.99, 80 quid. A huge saving if you are investing into that Gemini Rose Junior machine. Perfect. If you've got the manuals, what a great time to start. Look at that. When it's gone, though, in the rose gold, it is gone. Couple of questions coming in. Gilmore on YouTube, is Debbie doing the vintage butterfly craft along?
Yes, next week.
Next week, you're
Next
doing
Wednesday.
that. And Anne's asking on YouTube, Debbie, would you close that with a belly band around the whole thing?
You can do.
Yeah.
You could add magnets. You could add ribbon. But yeah, a belly band around it all you need to do, I would measure it. It depends what you're putting in it.
Yeah.
So when you decided what you're putting in there, I've got lots of cards in mind, but when you decide what you're putting in there, just take a piece of cardstock and just measure around it rather than trying to work out the measurements. I think you need to see what you're putting inside. But yeah, absolutely, you could put a belly band in there. But magnets hold it together. Possibly ribbon would look nice as well. Wrap some ribbon around it. But yeah, absolutely, great idea.
Absolutely.
Great idea.
Guys, if you've got any questions and get involved in the show, comment below on Facebook or on YouTube, Crafters Companion on YouTube, Crafters TV on Facebook. Get involved in the show, all the details there. And remember, this is what we're here to do, help you in this award-winning show, the award-winning Craft Alongs. And maybe you could be like Lorna Jane, who is busy beavering away. There she is. I can see her there. She's looking. Hello, Lorna. Hello. She can't see me. Oh, you can see me. I'm waving. I can see her. She can't. It's very confusing. You can't. I know. Hello. I forget I'm on TV sometimes. We are going to carry on with our craft along. So, Debbie, what we're going to do next?
So we're going to decorate. So literally now is the decoration part. And I do love these dies. These dies are absolutely beautiful. I've actually popped, so on mine, I've kind of used the same die here, but used it in a different way, a full piece and then a strip piece into there. On the front panel, I've actually used the other design and created a nice and popped it on a bit of a quilty, off skew width, whatever you want to call it. And on the cards themselves, and all of these cards are just, and if I remember rightly, I've just made them slightly bigger than 5x7 because the dies themselves, these are whopping dies. 5x7, beautiful. I've seen Craig do a demonstration foil pressing using them, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Lots of lace intricacy in these. And I've just used some different sentiments on here and cut them out in different materials. So that's using that beautiful textured cardstock. From that beautiful pad that you're coming with your Broderie Anglaise dies.
Yeah.
So I've used some of that. I've got some of the waist pieces as well because I'm going to cut through some more texture. This particular piece was using some of the waist, I'm calling it the waist, but some of the waist pieces that I've had from the beautiful that double-sided pearlescent one as well. And I've just backed it up. I didn't do any distressing around here, but just added elements from things that I've had lying around, but they just like make lovely little cards. So if you were gifting this or selling this, you've got some lovely little cards there ready to send to someone. So we'll just do a bit of die cutting now, George.
Let's do it.
So this is the beautiful, I want to talk to you about this because these are from the interlace section. Create a card, obviously. Beautiful panels, background panels. Make them a focal part of your card. It's entirely up to you what you do with these, but lots of intricacy. And it means as well, because of the technology that we do with our interlace dies, they actually can cut through like things like foam and felt and different materials as well as obviously textured cardstock. So I'm going to just snip out a couple of these, but honestly, absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Please go through, Debbie.
So they'll fit through. Now, if you think of this as 5x7, you will know that this will go through your Gemini Junior. So if you've gone for the rose gold, absolutely perfect for that as well. So they will fit through your Junior upwards. So anything from an A5 machine upwards to your bigger machines and your larger machines. And if you want to cut a couple of pieces at any one time, you can do. I personally prefer to cut single pieces. But it's entirely up to you if you want to cut through because it's got that, it's not a multimedia die. Let me just get that little bit message across there. It's not a multimedia die.
Right.
But it is intricacy and slightly thicker than a normal thin standard die. But look at the design on that. I mean, do you know when you look at that, that is absolutely incredible when you think of all the cutting points that are on this die. Absolutely amazing. Now, I do use it in the normal combination of a die. You can try. I've heard lots of people say, what is the combination? Oh, have I got that flush? Yes, I think I'll get away with that one. I've heard people cutting into metal plates, metal shims. You don't really need to do that with this particular die set. Literally, excuse me, you just do normal combination. Now, I'm going to take that off and you'll see that intricate design. Got electric shock off my die then. But look how beautiful. I'm going to give it a little tap. Do you know, I've been so clean all the way through that I was really quite proud of myself, and now I've made a bit of a mess. But it's okay.
So much love coming in for these dice today.
They are absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I wish we'd done more than 2 designs.
Well,
because
who knows
they're
what the future holds.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Just move that out of the way for a second, George. But the design of this, and again, I mean, that's practically all but rocked out. Just a couple of little pieces left in there. Absolutely. The detail in those dies are insane. So, and I mean, not just the detail, it's all the added detail, like the pin dot design all the way around, as well as all those pieces that it's cut out. That is absolutely sensational. When you look at it, look at that.
Question
Crazy.
from Angela, Debbie.
Yeah?
Have you put the die at an angle for a particular reason when that's gone through the machine?
Oh, it's just me. It's a habit that I do.
Right.
And it's something that, again, we've talked about. When you think about a die, when it's going in, the rollers, when it hits, it's got a lot of work to do straight away. So we just anchor it slightly. It's just something that I've always done.
Yeah.
But a great question. Absolutely a great question.
Absolutely.
But it won't affect the cut whether you
No.
put it that way or that way. But
Yeah.
I just slightly, to give me, where the rollers pick it up and then it goes.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Really does. So much love coming in for these. So you're going to put your other die in now.
Yep.
I just want to tell you the comments that are coming about these dies. Mary Pat 1000 on YouTube. I love the Broderie Anglaise dies. Absolutely gorgeous. Deborah Barnforth on Facebook. I love these two dies. I've used them a few times. Pretty and versatile. Susie T on YouTube. I love this project. Dobby.
Dobby? Are you giving me a new name?
Feisty one, you want nice Yoda. My vintage butterflies arrived on Monday. I think I'll give this a go today too. And Stephen on Facebook, I'm going to use the interlocking belly band dies I bought 2 years ago. They were my very first purchase.
Oh, do you know? Yes, you can, because those dies, what a great idea, Stephen,
Yeah.
because those dies, there's actually a beautiful butterfly in there as well.
Yeah.
Remember those? Because we didn't put a cut-off point, so we didn't make it for one size.
Yeah, so you can do that.
extend it. Oh, Stephen,
Great
what an
idea.
idea. Please send me pictures when you've done that.
Please do.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Let's just put those beads, because I'm going to cut a few of these.
I know. Sandra on YouTube, I cut out the Broderie Anglaise dies and that lovely multicolour shiny, and it's out of this world. I just love coming in. Deborah, I agree with you, Debbie. Would love more of these type and size of dies. Well, listen, we always take your feedback. Whatever you say, it gets reported back. Don't worry, people are always listening, not always watching. Just want to point that out, Lorna Jane, not always watching. But we are always listening to your feedback that you may have for us, and that's what we're here to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I've been a bit frivolous with my cardstock here, George.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
just cutting a few out. So I've got one of that design. What did I do with the other one? There it is. There's my other one. I've got the other one. So I'm going to do a bit of distressing. I'm going to cut out in different colours as well. So I'm just going to do a little bit of this, George.
You do that, my lovely. Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's loads coming in. Remember, if you want to get involved in the show, comment below. It's never been easier to get involved in the show. Maybe you've got questions. Maybe you've got a suggestion, like Stephen said about using those belly band dies. You can make something perfect. Imagine making. I just love the belly. I love how you call it a belly band. Is that his proper name? His belly
Great
band
name.
is his proper name. I love that. I could do with like a cummerbund, a cummerbund.
A what band?
A cummerbund.
A cummerbund.
Cummerbund. One that you like you wear in weddings and stuff. You wear that belt that goes around there to hold your.
All right, yeah, okay, yeah.
Don't forget, coming up for you in just under 25 minutes' time, Dreamies are going to be here. Dreamies. They are got some great shirt products for you. If you want to get ahead of the game, head to the website. I know things during the show will become limited stock on these guys. If you're wanting to get anything Dreamies, my advice to you is to get it now. The Easter basket is very popular indeed. Head to the website. It's gone. It's gone. Well, shut up then. That's gone. Right. The pokey tool, the pickup tool. Listen, that may go. I won't start yesterday. I was like, that may go. So yeah, what my advice to you, and Debbie will back me up on this with Dreamies. If you want to get it now. Head to the website, because Debbie will tell you it always goes, doesn't it, Debbie?
Absolutely, because they make such beautiful, beautiful products. I've been a massive fan for a long time, so it's really lovely to have both of them here at Crafters TV today. Not managed to have a good catch up just yet, because I was trying to grab me dinner in between getting ready for this show while the guys, and then they were having their dinner. But honestly, when we have got that little break in between the next one, definitely going to have a little catch up. And Jimmy's here with them as well.
Here.
So Jimmy's here. I call him the MDF man.
The MDF man.
Because he
can
does
make
all
the dreams true.
They are a dream team, literally. Couldn't think of a better name for them, because they're a dream team all together.
I'd say they're more a Dreamies team.
Get you.
But yeah. Have we celebrated George's birthday? Not me.
Not you.
Director George. It was his birthday. Yes. Happy birthday, George. How old are you now, mate? 31.
He's a baby.
He's a baby. Have we got any news on Jake's baby? Do you know if Jake's had the baby yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
It was the due date yesterday. I think tomorrow. That's what I'm betting on. I'm going for tomorrow for due date.
Well, first babies can be notoriously late, George. They can be notoriously late. So I'm really looking forward to finding out if Holly, when the little one comes, we should have had a little bet, shouldn't we? We should have had a little book going there.
We said this yesterday. Charlotte's going for Saturday.
Yeah.
I think everyone's going for Friday. Producer Molly, who was in a couple of days ago, is going for 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks yesterday. That's when she's back in, so she wants it to happen when she's back in.
Oh my days! She
I know.
wants her to go
I don't know what. I don't know
right
what
to the very end.
I don't know what Jake's partner's ever done wrong to Molly, but apparently she wants to suffer. But yeah, I can't wait. It's very exciting, and they're going to call it George.
Is that what you're hoping, George? You're hoping, aren't you? We've got enough Georges to last a lifetime. No. Do you know they've been very coy about the name, haven't they? They've kept it under wraps. They've definitely kept it under wraps.
Lorna's got a question. I can see a hand up. But Lorna's coming in. Lorna, let's ask you a question, Lorna. Right, Lorna, you are here with us in Scotland. Hello to you, my dear. What is your question, my lovely?
I lost count. How many of these do I need?
Entirely up to you, this bit, Lorna. So I've created on my original one, and I'll show you in a minute because I've just been cutting a few while we've been yakking. But I've done a full one on my front, on my side panel. I've turned one of them on the side for the second one, and then a third full one. But if you're making cards to go inside your folio, I've then created a further 4 of different ones because I've got 4 cards in this project. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I've done 7, so you can do 7. It's entirely up to you how you go with this and how many you want. But I've done 4 cards that go inside my insides, and I'll show you that insides. That is all right. That go inside the pocket. I've got 2 inside and 2 inside the belly band, and then the actual stuck onto the project. There's 3 on there, so I hope that helps you a little bit with that one.
Yes, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Cheers, Lorna Jane. We'll come check in with you very, very shortly. She's very good. She's very good. Beavering away there.
She
loads
is.
of love coming in. Fred171 on YouTube said, Camera Guru George, I hope you had a marvellous birthday on Pi Day.
Oh!
Yeah, 14th of March. And it's Fred's birthday today. Happy birthday, Fred. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I was going to say
happy birthday. We've got a couple of cakes here in the studio for you to sample. Had a bit of Colin the Caterpillar. That was beautiful. What have you got here, Debbie?
So what I've just done, George, is it's a beautiful die set, but I just want to lift it slightly. So on my die cut piece, I've taken my little finger dauber and crushed velvet water reactive, which I do know is on the show. Just happened to be that this actually works beautifully with the papers.
Yeah.
So I've just literally touched up around the edges, and I'm going to do the same with this one as well. So I'm going to go in. I forgot how many pieces I've actually cut now, George.
Angela's got a question for you.
Ask away.
My lace die cut ripped. So the one that cut ripped when I took it out. Any tips?
So do you know what I could do with a little bit more information there is in like your cardstock, which cardstock did you use?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be ripping. Yeah, it shouldn't rip. None of these pieces here have got any rips to them, so it could be down to the cardstock. I've actually used the beautiful textured luxury cardstock that comes with the dies, but it might be that you've put too much pressure in your machine, so when your sandwich you've cut it might need one of the shims moving out or switching around with another one. So instead of the magnetic, possibly put your metal one in there.
See what happens.
To thinner your shims down to stop it from ripping or tearing your cardstock.
Yeah.
But if you just let me know what you know, colour it was, it's colour. That's because I'm thinking of the next colour, which is my Fryer Brown. The weight of the cardstock. Yes, thank you very much,
Perfect.
Georgie. The weight of the cardstock.
Jeffrey on Facebook, it's going to come tomorrow, Jake's baby, brought by a lucky leprechaun. It's St Patrick's Day tomorrow, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, 17th of March. Have you got your little shamrocks ready for tomorrow, Debbie?
No, because I didn't realise.
Get your shamrocks out.
That's really bad, isn't it, that I didn't realise it was a significant date.
I know. Well, it's St Paddy's Day tomorrow. Have you ever found a 4-leaf clover? That's the question. What? No.
Yeah.
No.
When I was little, yeah. Do you know what? For a long time we did. I went with my nan's because I got really carried away and got really excited because we were picking. But yeah, I've seen a little 4-leaf clover. You don't believe me, do you?
No.
It's true. It's true. I was only a young girl and got really excited. I was actually at Sheffield because my nan lived at Sheffield, and we were playing at a playground. And you know, you pick your buttercups and your daisies and
underneath your chin.
And there was a 4-leaf clover. It's true. It's not a myth, unless I couldn't count properly. And perhaps, you know, well, who knows?
So how many sheets of paper have we cut out here?
We kept it for a long time. Kept it pressed in a book for a long, long time.
Did you?
Yeah, with my daisy chain, but don't ask. It was a long time ago. It was a very long time ago. Do you know what? I think I might just distress a little bit around the edge of this one. This is that beautiful
Kathy
sensual
Lear
pearl one.
on Facebook has gone, what are they French for? What did Georgina say? Broderie Anglaise. It stands for English embroidery.
Oh.
That's what it stands for. Broderie Anglaise. Anglaise. You know what I mean? It says it there in the top corner when we talk about it, so you know what I mean.
I remember back in the 80s.
Yeah, when everything was black and white.
Hey, you watch it. You watch it, you young man.
Hey, we'll have less of that
but
now.
I had a petticoat. Petticoats were the big thing.
Yeah.
I blame Bucks Fairs, to be fair, because Jay Aston wore one in a photo shoot and I fell in love with it. But it was Broderie Anglaise. I can't say it again. Posh name. But yeah, it was a petticoat that were all of this gorgeous lace design. So yeah, do you know when you ever regret like not keeping clothes from the past? That's one of my regrets, not keeping clothes from the past. Because that would have been a real heirloom and possibly look absolutely fabulous right now. Now I'm just wiping up my little edge here.
Yeah.
And now again, I'm just going to now do a little bit of decoration. So let's bring in our... In fact, let me just make sure I wipe that up for a second. There we go. So we're going to do a little bit of decorating. So it's down to you now where you place these. Almost a shame to cover up that beautiful butterflies. But I'm going to stick one on the front. Yeah, in fact, actually, I'm going to go with that one. Quite like that one. I'm going to use my dotty tape pen because they are back in stock. Amazing. Dotty tape pen for this delicate design is going to be the best. And I mean the best, George. Absolutely, simply the best one to use.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get any glue seeping through the other end. Just make sure you've got a good coating all over.
Tape pens are back in stock. Tape pens are back in stock.
So I'm just going to pop that on. I'm going a little bit skew with mine. If you see any little extras there that shouldn't be there,
So you
just
can
give it a
remove it.
little
It's quite easy to remove, isn't it, for the tape pen if needs be? You just rub it into little glue balls.
Honestly, with the all-purpose you can, not so much with this one, but the purpose behind the dotty is that the dotty hits all the back parts without coming through. So there's no glue seeping through there. Completely, there's nothing. I know it sounds really daft me doing it, but honestly, just to show you. Now, I'm going to take one of these pieces and I'm going to go in. I think I might have, let me have a little look. So I've got my peach one there. Yep, got that one on the front. I want one on this side. So let's give that a little peek. I think I'll use that one. Or maybe, yeah, again, it's just a choice. I'm literally just winging it here. I might go in with that one though, because I think that looks, yeah, I quite like that one. So we'll go with that one.
Yep.
And again, dotty tape pen is going to be your best friend. So while it's in stock,
Get it.
excuse me, go and get it because it will be your best friend, especially with these particular dies. And also that gorgeous paper and cards, like that beautiful luxurious, or should I say, the luxury mixed cardstock that came with these dies. Do they have those available separately, George?
The cardstock?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy it
Perfect.
separately today.
Top
Head to the
up,
website.
yeah, top up while you can.
Head to
And
the
then-
website. You'll find all the different options there for you.
Did I cut one of those out? Do you know what? Have I got time to cut another one out in
I'm
peach?
sure you have. Melanie D on the YT. These papers are so beautiful. They really are.
Absolutely gorgeous is what they are. So I'm going to go in with that one, George, and I'm going to bring in my die again on my plate, so on my platform. I'll run that through. And again, I'll show you the finished one. You've got the main, or you should have by now, the main element of that done. What we're just using is these fabulous dies because they're absolutely beautiful, really, really gorgeous. I mean, the delicate detail on them is outstanding. You what, love?
Stencil with them.
Stencil, yeah, what a great idea. You could actually cut these out in acetate, you know, George, because of that, because of the design, how these are being worked. Do you know, I talked about thicker materials, and maybe a couple at a time, so you could use a couple of cardstocks at a time. You could definitely cut these out into acetate.
Great idea.
I would just say, though, it's like with anything with acetate, if you're using heavyweight acetate for that, I would definitely use your metal shim
Right.
into that, just to give it that crisp, cleaner cut. And then you could have a permanent stencil
Ooh.
where you could use it all the time rather than a paper stencil.
Like that idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to keep that plain, I think. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one plain. So I'm going to stick that across the edge. So again, I'm going to use my dotty tape pen. But aren't they just beautiful? Do you know, I can't wait to see. In fact, if we get time before the show, I'll show you a few samples of what the design team has done with them.
Yes,
They're gorgeous
please.
panel dies. And I say panel, I almost feel like I'm taking away from, you know, the design. But you can see with this, and I'll show you my finished one at the end, because I know we're fast running out of time, and I know how excited people are getting towards watching the Dreamies. I'm just going to lay that side. And before I actually stick it down, I'm going to place it in. Let me just turn that way for a second.
Right.
I just want to straighten that up a little bit, George. And we're just going to grab a pencil. I'm not sticking it down because I want to cut it first. So I'm going to put a little pencil mark in. And I'm going to, because I just want to trim this bit down. So
Perfect.
you could use your guillotines or anything like this. I'm going to use some large scissors with mine. Just bear with me a second.
This wonderful neutrals and pastels cardstock available for you today. 250 GSM, 12 by 12, 48 sheets in total. Remember, £28.88, $33.91. You're saving yourself 15%. I thought I'd drop the iPad. I would have been in trouble. That's the cardstock. Remember, £23 telling you platinum, $27.13.
And I'm just going to place that across. You all right there, George?
I just repeat, anything Georgina says to me, I repeat. I'm a nightmare for repeating things.
Well, you're usually singing. I'm surprised you're not been singing. You normally sing.
I'll sing for you if you want.
You literally sing to everything. You never stop singing.
Even in my sleep. Oh, I dropped the ink pad, sorry. I picked an ink pad up and the lid popped off in my hands and I thought I was going to be covered in ink a second.
What are you like? Oh,
boudoir.
I've got glue on this. Hang on a minute. Just lift that up for a second. Ooh.
They smell good.
Ooh. So what we've got now is we've got our lovely panels. I've got this one inside. You can add some ink to this if you wanted. Let me just remove that piece. Come here, you little rogue. There you go. Little rogue. Have I got that on straight? It looks wonky. Let me just turn. It's my eyes today, Joe.
What's up?
Oh, do you know?
Is it wonky?
Slightly wonky. Not happy with wonky.
How wonky are we talking? Like a wonky
Too
donkey?
wonky for me. Let me just lift it up. I'm going to do it by eye because I'm not into wonky pieces. Unless I've purposely placed it wonky. But if I'm putting something on straight, I want it to be straight.
Yeah. Any tips on getting it straight? Just a ruler kind of thing or?
By eye.
By eye.
You can actually use a ruler and you could mark it off. You could use your glass plate here like such and mark it off as well. But I think that looks about straight now. But again, it's just all these little added details. And again, I mean, I've personally... and I'll just fetch it in just to show you, screaming out for gems because in all of my centres I've popped some gems in there, some lovely gems. Now I know that the Dreamies have got some beautiful gems coming up.
Yeah, they have indeed.
I've seen them. And literally, if I just pop that there for a second, I've just literally gemmed up all those. Now I've decorated mine with the pieces from the vintage butterfly. So this is that gorgeous statement butterfly. I call it the statement, it's the perfect papillion.
Yep.
Nice name. I've only used 2 sheets with that one as well. Do you know, instead of you've got 3 pieces, I've just used 2 for this delicate design. So I've popped those into there, wrapped round my belly band there, I've popped one of those lovely from the frame. I've put that design on, but again, just kept this one nice and plain and just added that little bit of bling, and you can see that little bit of sparkle.
Yep.
And the same with this side, so that particular one that I've just done there, let's just hold that forward. I've just, again, picked out the centre parts and covered up with lovely little blingy gems again, so you can see that little bit of bling. But can we get a bit closer there, George? Because all I can see is this here. Can we come in a little bit closer so you can see what I mean by that? And there you go. Look, there's some bling going off there, isn't they? And that's all I've done with my piece. So I can see time is literally running away. Also, I'll talk about the decoration for the where I put my cards.
Yeah.
Is I've used another piece from the collection, and if I just let me just grab that one up and give you the right name for it. It's the Opulent Edge frame. This one, and just popped a couple of pieces. Use the stamps that are in that set as well. But this is now ready to be filled with cards. So again, the cards that I've used, and I did choose 4 for this particular one, George.
Yeah.
I've done a couple of various different sizes. And this is just literally down to choice, but I wanted it to be like a little gift thing, this one. So to make your cards, it literally, as simple as it is, grab your Ultimate Pro, grab some cardstock, and if I just bring in, I'll use, yeah, I think I'll use some white stamping card. I'll keep in with theme of me, my portfolio. Look at me, portfolio. Keep in theme with my design. And again, if you want to simplify it, go down that half fold. Oops, someone's been using that one. I noticed some pen on there. But I'll just move that back for a second. Grab hold of my guillotine again, and we'll just trim that down. And you can make various different sizes with this. So I'm going to go in. If you want it to be, now bearing in mind, your piece is 5 by 7. So just bear that in mind when you're measuring these up. So I'm going to go in with 5 1/4 by 7 1/4.
Yeah.
And then choose your papers. You can keep them plain. So I'm not going to speed this bit up because I want you to do this at home. Of course. Yeah, and I'll show you what I mean. So that's all you need to remember. Remember the size of the card. You can have a play with those as well. But on this one, I kept it really plain. I used that beautiful double-sided luxury cardstock from within the pad, and then used some of the elements of the design. And then the same with this one. I actually use vellum on these.
Oh, nice, yes.
George. Used vellum, sparkled up again, sentiment, don't give you that look. Exactly the same again with this one, but I went a little bit smaller, so this is actually 5 by 7, that cardstock, so you can see how big those dies, it fits on perfectly. Made another little big one there, used some sentiments, we've got plenty, and I know you'll have got plenty in your stash, so I'm going to bring back in the finished one again. Oh, gosh, I thought the other one was going to fall off then. And then it just sits the cards in the centre.
Perfect.
Like so. Let me pop that in and make sure I'm not getting caught up on me sentiments. I actually lifted mine. And then just pop those in. Let's have that one on. In fact, no, I'll have you on that side. So again, it's like a little storage. You can pop photos, you can put gift tags. It's entirely up to you. But it holds, you're going to get a couple of cards in either one of those sides and about 2 or 3 cards in there. But simply then, literally, fold them over, fold it over. And if you are going to do that lovely design that our Stephen said, which I just think is a cracking idea, get a belly band or maybe magnets or some ribbon just to hold it in tow. But you're going to be able to decorate this. What I can't wait for, George, is for people to share with me their makes on this craft along. I've chosen the vintage butterflies. You can be using anything. I've given you the idea. Of course, the Broderie Anglaise dies are absolutely stunning. They really are stunning dies. And I'm sure that once you've done that, I can't wait. I can't literally wait for you to share with me. On our social media pages. Bob over to the Debby Robinson Crafters Companion and share with me. And of course, share with us because we're on again later tonight.
Yes.
Share your makes. Have you got it completed? I'm dying to see if Lorna Jane has completed hers as well.
Do you know what? Loads of you get in touch going, oh my goodness, the Mary Pat, the gems really make it sparkle. Gilmore, Debbie, this is gorgeous and elegant. Jeffrey on Facebook, Debbie, you've outdone yourself. And Mary Pat's all saying, simple elegance is one of my favourite styles for cards, Debbie. Yours are stunning. Don't forget, we are back tonight with Creative Cravings. Someone who's been working so hard throughout this entire show is Lorna Jane up in Bonnie, Scotland. Lorna, what have you? Let's see your wonderful craft along. Let's see it.
I've got a bit of decoration still to do, but we've got quite a lot.
Wow.
Oh, gorgeous.
It is positive thoughts paper, isn't it?
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The question I want to ask you, Lorna, is, was it as hard as you thought it was going to be? I know you were a bit worried at the beginning, but my goodness me, that is stunning. You've done a beautiful job. You have to be back with you. Bless you. Will you do it again, Lorna Jane?
Oh yeah, I love coming along and chatting to everyone. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Lorna, you take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. You take care. Bye, Lorna.
Bye.
Bye-bye, my lovely. You take care. Guys, loads of love for the Sherry on YouTube. This is phenomenal. Project Debbie. Absolutely love everything about it. I can't wait to try it. What a grand gift this will make. Debbie, we're going to see you back here tonight for Creative Cravings. Any sneaky peeks of what you've got coming up for us?
Thank you. I've completely forgot. Advanced twist and pop, resist stamps on there, and I think I think, is there a craft kit on there, or am I thinking tomorrow?
Maybe. Who knows?
I might be thinking tomorrow. I might be, oh, boxes. Some beautiful ornate gift boxes. I'm going to show you how easy it is to put those gift boxes. So that's a little sneak peek of what's coming up later.
Perfect. We'll see you back for that. In the meantime, do not go anywhere because Dreamies are in the studio. Both Hayley and Carol are preparing themselves like little coiled springs. They cannot wait. Dreamies is coming here in the studio in just a few moments. See you back shortly.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Hello, yes, welcome back to Crafters TV. Loads of fun coming your way. Thank you to the wonderful Debby Robinson for that brilliant 2 hours of Craft Along. It's going to be fun for the next hour because, guys, you are going crazy for it. Dreamies are in the studio. So much love. I didn't get a chance. I started and it all went wrong in the last 10 seconds. It'll happen, don't worry, all right? Loads of love coming in for these. When I saw who was in, I was excited. Dreamies are in the studio. Hayley's here, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, really well, thank you. How are you?
Very good. So, tell us, Hayley, who are you and who's Dreamies?
Well, I'm Hayley, obviously,
Hayley.
if you didn't already know. So I started Dreamies when I was 18, so it's nearly 12 years now, coming up to 30 this year, believe it or not. So I started Dreamies all that time ago. We started with CDs, we started with stamps as well, and then we ventured into MDF, we've got embellishments, we've got a little bit of everything. And more than anything, we just hope that you enjoy what we do, and we want to inspire you, really. That's why we share the products that we do, and thankfully, a lot of people seem to like them, so it's been great here at Crafters.
Ignore me, I'm concentrating. Carol, it's broke. Right, just leave it there. Fine. Guys, I'll tell you, Hayley, what is better than one Dreamie but two Dreamies. Carol is here. Hello, my lovely.
Hello, you all right?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Very good. Loads of love coming in already for today. Are you gonna come and join me in the kitchen?
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, come join me. Right.
Are we cooking? Are we cooking? Or... No.
Right. So, just give it a sec. Right. And this is brilliant. Debby Robinson, do you like the picture? This lovely setup here. With my love, I love her. I absolutely love her. Right, we've got so much in the show today. Carol, you're going to be demoing for us a little bit later on.
I will, yes.
But you're going to go start off, first of all, with the planter. So tell us, what are you getting within here?
Well, you're getting 3. So we've got a smaller one as well somewhere. I don't know where the smaller one's
So we've got the medium one there.
So there's one smaller than that.
There's one smaller than that?
Yeah.
Oh, you have a look. You have a look. Well, you keep looking. You keep talking. I'll look.
Oh, see a look.
You guys, there, it's there.
That's
The
it,
flowers
yeah.
in. Oh, this is
so
beautiful.
You've got your middle one there,
Yeah.
what Hayley's decorated, and then this one. Obviously, they can be decorated, but just think of them on your craft desk or anything. You can put all your bits and bobs in there, or you can put like beautiful things in there for gifts. You know, like Mother's Day.
Yeah.
You can put them outside if you coat the MDF, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, so the little one. Obviously, I'm little, so I like the little one.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's mine.
I love that. Do you know what I was thinking? If you've got grandkids, and you could do some planting in the garden, you can decorate it.
That's right.
Yeah, have some
Yes,
fun with
yes.
them. Perfect. And you get the 3 in these. This is what I love about these. You're not, you don't have to look at that there and go, oh, let's get the small one actually, but you're getting all 3 of these at £14.99, $21.68. A 10% saving. 50% of the stock has already gone today. You're also going to get a Club Inspire discount on this, £11.99, $17.34. Absolutely love these, and they all slot together. Remember, they do come with those flat MDF sheets to put together nice and easy. Right, next up for you is the basket art board. So what is this? Is the basket art board?
That's the basket
Tell us
art
about
board.
the basket art board.
Yeah, so you get, I think you've got 3 sheets of these, don't you? 3 of these in
Perfect.
the set. And it is obviously an art board that we just slot in the bottom. I'm going to be demoing one of these after Hayley. But obviously you can do whatever you want. Obviously we've done quite a few that's Easter because Easter's coming up.
Yeah.
But you can do them for anything. Even you could put a little photo in there or
So ignore me. I'm just wrecking things. Oh dear.
So you could put like a little photograph or anything like that in there. You could put any sentiment, just a nice positive sentiments or anything like
Perfect.
that. And it is layered up, so you get your 2 bits there.
Yeah.
You get your wording and everything to go in. So yeah.
Absolutely perfect. And like you said, you get in the sheets, you're getting loads of the little elements as well. You're getting all different sentiments as well. 3 different baskets as well. You don't just get the one, you get 3 of these great baskets at a brilliant price, £7.99, $11.60. Half of the stock has gone, a 10% saving, and your Club Inspire discount, £6.39, $9.28. Now, I love this because we've got a Nordic gnome, gnonks, and we've made it Easter. Yes. Because we've made him have little rabbit ears. There he is. Look at his little ears there. I love him. I love this. This is brilliant.
Yeah, so this is like our bunny gnomes. Obviously, everybody that knows Hayley, she loves her bunnies.
Yeah.
So I think you've got 4 in these, haven't you? You've got 2 sheets.
Yeah, you get 2 male,
2
and
male
2
and 2 female.
Yeah.
So obviously this one's the male one. The female one has got plaits down the side. So, they're just so fun to do. I mean, your children, your grandchildren, anything like that, you can have it.
I'm sorry,
George, have I got to watch it?
I'm just getting the female one for you. So they fell off the shelf. I was just getting the female.
Yeah,
so you can see the different. Hayley's looking at me. Oh my goodness. Yesterday they were like, we love working with you. Never again.
We
do.
do.
Do you know what though? They fell off the shelf from quite a high distance, not smashed or anything, stayed together.
That's it, yeah.
And that's how good the construction is on these.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you get your layers all on there. So, it is like 3D.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and you can decorate them as you want. You can paint them, just paint them if you want. You can use your paper, your card.
Yeah.
Obviously, MDF will take most mediums, so...
It really is, and a brilliant price again. £8.99, $13.07 at your Club Inspire price, £7.19, $10.46. 40% of the stock has gone. Loads of you get in touch as well about this. Mary Pat, OMG, that gnome is too cute. Patty, hi Carol and Hayley. So excited to have you back. I ordered at 3:30 a.m. Pacific time to make sure I didn't miss out on these.
Yes, I think I've spoke to Patty, yes.
Yeah, absolutely, perfect. So I put our little gnomes. Let me go and get the scalloped bunting over here. I mean, this is beautiful. I saw this earlier today. There is so much, this is dangerous, George, carrying things over here. Right, here is the scalloped bunting. Look at this. You hold one end, I'll hold the other end. Merry Christmas.
So this is just half of it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's less than half, to be fair. I did this one, so you can do whatever you want. You get 2 sheets of it, so I'm not sure how many actual pieces, but you do get loads on there, so you can do them whatever you want. Obviously, I've done this happy birthday. You can do Easter, you can do Christmas, you know.
Yeah.
It's not specific because it's a shape.
Yes.
You know, it's a triangle, so... You know.
Absolutely. So much within 18 pieces, £7.49, $10.86. A huge save. Where's the necklace? 25% saving here for you. 20% of the stock has gone. Look at that Club Inspire price. That is ridiculously low. £5.99, $8.69. A lot of love for this. Joanne said on YouTube, last Dreamy show, I bought the sign and decorate, put prices on and hang out my craft shows. These baskets will be good. The wonderful baskets I've got here will be good to put some of my sewing items in for display.
That's
Another
right,
great
yeah.
idea. Right, I'm coming back. Yeah. The frame palette art, very good. I mean, we've got the love heart there. We've also got the star as well, haven't we, within this collection?
Yeah, we have. So we've got, you know, you've got, is it 6 shapes? Yeah, 6 different shapes on these. And they're quite a big, substantial
huge
size.
Yeah.
They're massive to me.
Everything's massive to you, though. Absolutely, and I'm joking. I love you, really.
But yeah, so you've got all your different shapes. If I get to a demo either this afternoon or later, then I am using the outside of it.
Yes.
You know, so you can use, if we say the waist around it.
Right.
So if you show, can we just show one in its entirety?
Yeah,
you
can grab it. That's it. Just find the sharks. And the alligators around there.
Right, I know
Lovely.
I'm showing you the heart one here, which is not really a good one. But obviously that you've got your heart in there, but then if you take that out and use that as you add that, then put card behind all this, you've got another.
I see.
So you can press all these out, so then you can put things into there as well if you wanted.
Perfect, great idea. I love this. A brilliant price, £13.49, $19.48. This is what you're getting, all different shapes there. The square, the heart, the hexagon, circle, octagon, and the stars. Half the stock gone on this, £13.49, $19.48. Any Club Inspire price, £10.79, $15.58. Loads more coming up in the show. Loads of you excited about this, and I cannot wait. So, Hayley, what are you going to be making for us next?
Right, this isn't what I'm making, just to
Right,
clarify,
okay.
but this is what Mum means,
Right.
using the waist. So this is the circular frame that it comes out of. So then we've just used all the MDF piece there as it's kind of the waist, but backed it just with 12 by 12 cardstock. So obviously you can then get 12 projects out of it instead of just the 6 if you wanted to. So what we're actually making then is this.
Wow, that is incredible.
So we're going to use the flower cart, we're going to use the sugared blooms. Sorry, I'm not very good at the angling. I'll turn it one way, it goes the opposite. So yeah, we'll be using the flower cart, doing a bit of paper piecing, the scripts on there as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, we build it up. You can do as much or as little with it as you want. That's the great thing about just having a base. And you also get all of your little stands as well.
Lovely.
So we just pop that to one side for where my flowers are, and it will just stand up there as well.
Perfect.
Obviously, this one's tipping because I've put my flowers there.
Yeah.
But anyway, right, so what we'll do first then is we'll stamp out the flower cart. So the flower cart comes in lots of different separate pieces, so you can just use your cart, you can just use the pelmet part at the top as well. It's completely up to you what you want to be doing with this. And obviously you do get all your bits to fill the flower cart with as well. So you can see we've got that nice little cart there. I've just missed a little bit on my wheel. So again, with the stamping platform, you can then just go straight back in, no issue. And
Lovely.
then just fix that one up. So then what I would do is I'll get rid of my cart itself. And then I'm just going to position where I want the top part of the cart to go. And I'm leaving a gap because then you add in your layers. You can stamp it onto there straight away if you want to, but it's completely up to you. I just really like the idea of layering it up on the top.
Yep.
So we can pop that onto there. And again, do that little bit of inking. And if you are paper piecing like I'm going to, all you're going to do is stamp this a second time, but just onto your pattern papers, and then just trim it around and layer that one up.
Lovely.
So you can see as this is starting to come together there. So then the one that I'm using is already cut out of a hexagon, but just for the time being, I'll show you the colouring on this and add in a bit of a background to it. So we can pop that to one side. And then I'm just going to take some of the Dinky Inkies, which are on the website, but obviously you can colour with whatever you fancy. And I've just got a little bit of a water brush here with a tad bit of water in. And we're just going to pick up some of that ink from the pad. And then obviously you can colour in as much or as little as you fancy with this. So we'll just add a bit of colour just for the time being. I've got one already done. But obviously you would take all the time adding your shading if you want to. It doesn't have to be brown either. Obviously you can do it whatever colour you want. Could be blue to match with the papers, could be anything.
Absolutely. Loads of people getting in touch. Request for you, Hayley. Shaida on Facebook. Message for Hayley, please. George, would you like to, can you please put in an order? May we have some MDF teapots?
Ooh, yes, of course.
MDF teapots. Patty on Facebook. Wow, those palette boards are huge. So happy I ordered them. Shaida on Facebook. I had to get those frame palettes. I did not want to be greedy, so I just got 2. If there is still some after the show, then I'll be buying again. Look, there's nothing wrong with getting more than, get loads. Get as many as you wish.
Yourself.
I would. Absolutely, don't be shy.
Right, so I'm just taking the script stamp, and you can see it's a huge stamp. We did show it a little bit earlier, and I've just added a little bit of ink just to the area here. So this one's been very well loved. And all I'm going to do is just press some of this just with my hands and just manoeuvre that a little bit just to add some texture into the background. And then obviously you can build it up as much, as little, whatever you fancy really. And then just add that in. You can ink it up again if you want to, add some ink around the edges. So then what I would do is obviously cut that out of a hexagon, and then you can just take your dauber, add a little bit just around the edge, and then really build up that image and make it look a little bit more worn than it currently is.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Then if we bring this one in that I've just finished adding a bit of colour onto, and then all I'm going to do is layer up my little pelmet. So I stamped that onto some more pattern paper, and that's just going to go onto the top.
Perfect.
So I've just got a little bit of white glue. So this is just in one of those glue applicators, which honestly you can't beat them. For the fine work, it's amazing. Right, so we'll pop that there.
Yeah.
And then I've just got, again, like you say, you get the pumpkins, you get the little flower pots, and you also get the sweet jars as well. So I've just stamped and coloured in these flower pots.
Lovely.
So this is just going to layer onto the top of there. Just fussy cut it out. It doesn't need to be perfect, but there we go.
Great idea.
You build it up as much, as little, whatever you fancy really.
Perfect.
So now that our topper is completed, we're going to go to the MDF. So you did see that it had the palette art already under there, but I'm not too worried about having that on my design, so I've just covered over it, and it just fits an 8x8 across, so you're not going to have any gaps showing, so you can just use your flat papers on there. You say it was worked out, Georgina. I think it's a fluke, to be honest. But yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. Of course, I don't want to give him credit. He gets enough credit. No, I'm joking. I love him, really. Right, so I've got the pieces that are going to go around the edge, and I've just stuck a couple just onto some pattern paper, the same way Mum showed earlier, just spreading your glue out and then just attaching your paper and making sure you keep it as flat as you can.
Yeah.
And then I'm just cutting around just with the craft knife there, just to get that nice smooth edge.
Lovely.
So we'll keep going around here. It's super easy to do, and obviously just take your time, make sure that once you're crafting at home, you've not got to rush it like we do or anything like that. You can just relax and enjoy it, can't you? So I'll peel that away, and then I'm just going to give it a little bit of a file just to neaten these edges. And then obviously you can add a bit of ink to these if you wanted to. You can put your gilding waxes on, whatever you fancy.
Lovely.
And then these just attach just around the edge. So Jimmy's even put the markings on there, so you've not got to think, oh, I'm not sure exactly where to line it up or anything. You can just follow the lines that are on there and just piece them together.
Question for you, Hayley, from Pet Combat on Facebook. The Shades of Sparkle Dinky Inkies, are the little ink pads included with the package?
They are, yes. So you get the ink pads and you get the 20mm re-inkers as well.
Lovely.
Yeah, so there's 15 colours in those. And I think it's something like 30 odd pounds or something along that line.
Yeah.
It's
We're
a
looking
really
now.
good deal. Right, so we're just positioning these all around the edge, just lining those up as we pop them round. So I'm just adding 2 little dabs of hot glue. You can use your wet glue, there's no real trick or anything.
So the Dinky Inkies aren't on the show, but you can just search on the website. You'll find them all there for you.
Yeah, they're a staple for us, but obviously you can use whatever sort of ink pads you've got, or your Spectrum Noir pens for colouring, anything that's Crafter's Companion as well. Obviously, you know it works really well for colouring and things like that. Right, so the last one going in here, and again, they're perfectly spaced, so you've not got to worry about, oh, will it all fit together in the end? Of course it will. So then we can pop that together there. Right, so then in the centre then, we're going to add a couple of layers of the papers. So we've been using the Moody Purple for this straight away, and I'm just adding just a strip of navy card, and I'm just going to pop this just to one side over here, and again with this strip over here.
Lovely.
So you
A lot of love for these papers. I know Debby Robinson was eyeing these papers up earlier. If they go missing, you know where they are.
Oh, it's so nice that we get such positive feedback. It's such a lovely environment, especially like we get so many lovely comments and meet so many new people. Right, so we'll pop this one across here as well. So I've just used hot glue just for speed there.
Yeah.
Just to pop that on. You can use your wet glue again, completely up to you. And then I'm just going to add this onto here. I think I'll pop a bit of foam tape underneath it, just to lift that up. So we'll flip this over and just pop a little bit of foam tape just over the edges there. And obviously you can do these in any of the shapes we've got, obviously 6 different ones. So it's great having all the 6 different shapes straight away. Right. So then we can move on to layering up the flowers. So we're going to use some of the sugared blooms. So if we just pop that to one side. Right, so I've just got 3 of the largest, actually it's not the largest, it's second largest, so you do get one slightly bigger. And these have just been cut out of navy cardstock. So all I'm going to do is just trim between the petals there. So we don't do this for you so that you have just got a solid flower. You don't have to make them 3D if you don't want to, but obviously by just trimming in there you can do and manipulate them as much as you like.
Perfect.
And all I'm going to do is just give the petals a bit of a scrunch.
Lovely.
So then we're going to layer up all 3 of these. And we're going to add a little bit of gilding wax onto the edges of it as well, because I think the gold really sets off this paper pad.
Yeah.
So we're just giving it a good old scrunch, not being precise, not worried. To be fair, this is about 300 GSM cardstock, so like the scrunch in it. If you were being this brutal with papers, you might want to be a bit careful. Obviously, they're a lighter weight. But yeah, with it being cardstock, if you want to make it easier though, you can spritz it with some water, scrunch them up, and then just let them dry with a hot glue, air gun, sorry. And then that way you would get a bit more of an ease while you're scrunching. So we'll pop all 3 together there. And then I'm just going to take my ball tool and I'm just going to push into the centre there just to lift that up. Could do with a bigger one actually. Get the big one in there just to lift those petals up.
Yeah.
Right, so then I'm just going to take a little bit of my gold gilding wax and we're just going to take a little bit on our fingers and then just pop this just around the edge of the petals there just to lift them up a little bit. Obviously, depending on what colour you're using, you can use just ink to pick up the edges or whatever you fancy. But that'll just add a little bit of detail. Right, so we can pop that onto the project then. So I've already done my paper flowers in the same way, just in smaller sizes and different papers.
Perfect.
So we've got all of these ones already done. So then we can start to build these up onto the project itself.
Love those.
Right, so we'll start to position the big flowers just over this side. So again, I'm using hot glue. Doesn't have to be, but it does just grab pretty quick and I can trust that it's going to stay there really.
Yeah.
So these flowers have also been made with 3 layers and just again the different sizes in the sugared blooms. You can pop those onto there. And then I'm going to go for 2 down in the bottom here. And then I've also got some little purple ones as well, just to add on. And then we're going to add in our pollen head stamens as well.
Very nice.
And just poke in some of the lilac ones and some of the pearls as well. So that can pop onto the edge. It comes together pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, it does.
I nearly said queasily then.
Well,
quickly and easily.
Why is there an egg in here, Carol? Why is there?
Where have you got it?
I got it from inside the purple box.
Yeah, I think it should be in the basket that's sold out.
You can eat it if you want, George.
What's in it? Can I open it?
It's an Easter egg, yeah.
Can I open it? Just me and Carol had a great time. Carol, just come into the box a little bit. Just come,
sorry.
Just
Hey, yeah.
A little box here, like a little postage stamp. Having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do your ribbon.
Yeah. Hayley wrapped it all up, you see.
Did you?
Yeah.
Having a great time here. Oh, it's a great egg. It's a Kinder. I thought it was a boiled egg.
Right. I'm just popping on my Be Happy there.
Yeah.
So that's from the Sentiment MDF.
Oh, yes.
I'm just going to take...
Just a little picture of me and your mother. It's just making me
I'm just going to take some of the lilac pollen heads. And I won't put too many in just so we're not repeating ourselves. But
What's
just
this
so you
about
can
Joe
see.
saying that once I saw the egg, it would be gone? Did Joe say that? I see how it is.
He did actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had to prove him right.
Right, so I'm just folding them in half. I'm taking them in pairs and then just adding a little bit of hot glue just to the middle of the stamens there and then just popping them into the arrangement. So then you can do them singly if you want, whatever you fancy.
Sorry, I'm just unwrapping my Easter egg.
Have you not found the big one yet?
What big one?
It was a... Oh, it's over here, that's why I've got it.
They've moved it.
Has it gone already?
No, I'm not.
No!
I'm not eating. They gave me an Easter egg. Why is this going up on George Day? George said I'd eat the Easter eggs. It's like... I mean, the bully me, Carol.
I'm with you. I like chocolate, so, you know.
Look at this figure by not eating chocolate. Do you know what I mean?
Same
it's
here.
by salad.
Same here.
Right, so we'll just add another couple in and then we can add in our pearls as well. Obviously, I'll add a few more in once we're off the air and just to finish that off. But then I've just got my pearl pickup tool as well. So I've just tipped a few of the blue ones out. In fact, I need some glue in there first. So I'm popping 3 into my big one. And then I'll pop 1 into either of the middle and then 1 in the small as well. So again, 3 into this one here and just 1 down there. And then, just picking them up just with my tool and again, just position them into the middle. You do get the other metal end as well, just to position those if you want to.
It's sold out. I told you. I said it's sold out.
You did.
I said the pickup tool would
sell out.
You
put a $5 on it, didn't you, George?
Yeah. I did put a $5 on it, so it'll sell out. Apparently chocolate grows on trees, so that makes it a fruit. So I'm going to stick with that theory. Isn't that right, Debbie? That is how it works, Georgie. Why have you got to come and spoil my fun, all right? I had a jacket potato for lunch, all right? No one chooses a jacket potato. They grow... Where do raspberries grow? They don't grow. Well, yeah, all right, but if it grows on trees... Look,
it's technically a tree.
Just leave me alone, all right? I've got my little toy I'm going to make later.
Oh, and there we go.
Oh, he's cute. He's a little cowboy.
Yeah, like I say, I'd add in a few more of the stamens. No, you're all right.
I was putting a little toy for the Kinder Egg. They're great, though. I mean, look at that.
Yeah. And
I
like
just
I
love
say,
the colours.
you can add in a few more of your pollen heads, like this one here, just to finish it off.
Perfect.
But it's completely up to you.
Brilliant collection, a brilliant price. If you want to create what Hayley has, then you can... Stay with me.
We're moving, weren't I?
Don't stay, you can stay. I won't take God still. This is what you need to make a wonderful collection, what Hayley's just made. You need the palette art. It looks a little something like this. The framed palette art, the MDF, with 6 palette art boards. You get the 6 mini easels, and you also get the 6... Go, now. You get the 6 circular handles as well. Again, £13.49, $19.48. You're saving yourself over 15%. And as well, remember, you're getting your Club Inspired discount on that. 20% off at £10.79, $15.58. Also, that wonderful stamp set. Really simple, really good quality as well. A5 size, 9 stamps in total. Remember, £9.99, $14.50. Debby Robinson trying to be sneaky was the worst thing ever. £7.99 or $11.60. Also, you got Moody Purple paper pads as well, the 8x8s. 50% of the stock has gone on this. Remember, £8.99, $13.04. I love just the Club Inspired discount on top of all of this. The Sugar Blooms, a stamp and die set, a great quality set. So much within these, £19.99, $28.99. Saving there, 20% as it says, £15.99. For me, $23.19. The Script A5 stamp, again, a humongous stamp, A5 in size, £9.99, $14.50, a 20% saving. Your Club Inspired price, £7.99. $11.60. You've seen Hayley using these, the stencils, a great £7.99, $11.59. Again, brilliant price and a huge saving on your £6.39 at $9.27. And also these sentiment stamps. Now these are Sentiment Stash. Half the stock has gone. They were popular last time. They're popular again. £7.99, $11.59. Club Inspired price £6.39 and $9.27. Shaida on Facebook is saying, loving it, Hayley, was mesmerised. And Vanessa on Facebook, I'm loving the new paper pads, enjoying the fab demos. And Connie saying, George, we love you no matter what. That's all right. We've had a little switcheroo. Hayley, how are you, my dear?
Yeah, good,
Not
thank you.
as small as your mum.
No.
So we've got some new, some other products as well. The the teeth back in. The Topiary Tree stamp set. These are here. So tell us what you're getting within this collection.
Right, so it's an A5 stamp set. So you are getting all of the different elements. So you can build up the floral bits of the top of the tree, and then you've also got the solid parts as well. So if you stamp the flowers first, then you stamp your overlay over the top. It just means that it's going to fill in all those gaps, and you don't have to do colouring if you don't want to.
I see.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a demo next if we get to it with some heat embossing on this. So you don't have to use all the elements together, but you can build up a 3-tier topiary tree, just a heart one, a little bush one, whatever you fancy.
Yeah, absolutely. £9.99, $14.50. Saving yourself 20% as well. Again, a great price for you on your Club Inspire, £7.99, $11.66. Another great collection for you as well is the delightful Sentiments A4 stamp and die set. Again, a brilliant price, £19.99, $28.99. There are the dies for it as well. This is incredible. Great little font on here, Hayley.
Yeah, so it's kind of a bit like brush lettering, but you've not got to do it yourself. So you get the effect straight away. That's easy. Again, it looks really great if you heat emboss it. Also, if you're doing maybe a gradient of your inks, using a couple of pads. But again, really simple. And if you're doing maybe the craft along that you did with Debbie, sentiments on those cards, perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
At £19.99, $28.99. Remember, you get the stamps and the dies and that Club Inspired discount as well at £15.99, $28.99. Right, we are going for Country Kitchen. Last one, of course, it was that I was looking at. When it comes to paper pads from Dreamies, you are always in for a treat. 48 sheets here, double-sided, 120 GSM. We're starting off, first of all, with the Country Kitchen. Some beautiful colours. Hayley, where are these, these are great colours. Where are these coming from on the Dreamies kit for the Country Kitchen?
Oh, well, this one we usually do sort of if I say a basic, so we tend to just put one colour in a collection or just definite ones that work together.
Yes, sir.
But these ones, we wanted to add in a blue, a pink, so that you can mix it up, and you don't necessarily have to do all blue or all pink with this pad. You can do a mix together. You can just do your separate colours if you fancy. But again, florals in there. You've got your essentials. You've got your checks, your stripes, your spots as well. So I just love this one, and I love the colour palette of it.
Brilliant. 45% of the stock has gone. There's £8.99, $13 for a really popular one. One that you just used in your demo was that Moody Purple collection, which I know Debby Robinson, when she saw that, loved it and fell in love with it. It is Moody Purple. You love the name of it?
He did,
Jimmy,
yeah.
why did Jimmy name it? Why did you name it Moody Purple?
Well, I've designed it and I said I can't think of a name and he just went, oh, Moody Purple. I was like, well, we'll go with it then.
Are you sure he was talking about the paper and wasn't
No,
just,
it might be me.
Was having a go, right? It wasn't like a domestic. Again, 48 sheets. There's 120 GSM, double-sided as well. This again, it's got no. What am I trying to say? It's got no film on it, no filter.
Oh yes,
yeah, so
it's marked paper.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why you're here. Ink on it straight away, which you did as well with your wonderful cart.
Yeah.
£8.99, $13 for. Half the stock has gone. There's £7.19, $10.43. Again, a brilliant price. Sometimes they're known as Hayley and Carol. Sometimes they're known as Subtle Sweet Peas. Again, another great paper pad. I see, I'm cute when I want to be. £8.99, $13 for. Again, 120 GSM. Again, Hayley, what's the inspiration behind this?
Well, this one, Mum loves sweet peas. Oh.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
That disgust in your voice then was like, oh, again, George.
Nah. You know I love you, really. Yeah, so Mum, she loves sweet peas. Yeah, and again, the colours in here, we wanted to do something that was just mostly grey, but then those pops of colour coming through. So you can just match it with your bold cardstock if you want, but it can just make really nice, gracious cards almost.
Yeah.
And again, timeless.
Really is. There it is for you, that brilliant price. I love grey, it's really fashionable at the minute, isn't it? A brilliant price there, £8.99, £13 for, £7.19, $10.43, 40% of the stock has gone there if you are wanting to get that. The Pearl collection, now I know when you came in last time, people went crazy for the pearls, didn't they?
Yeah.
That you brought in. Again, you've brought in more pearls, and guess what? People are going crazy for them. They do match the papers very good. So we've got 6 great colours here. Reminds us what the colours we've got.
Right, so you've got your tan brown, that it can be more of a mushroom colour. You've got the ivory cream, like normal pearls as well. You've got the navy blue, the light grey, the pastel pink, and the lilac as well. And there's about 100 pearls in each pot, so it's a good collection. And it's mostly because the bigger boxes, they're a bit more costly for you. They're obviously, you get all the different sizes, they're worth every penny, but if you've never tried them and you don't know if you'll love them, this is a nice little taster collection.
It is, and again, also that storage as well. I love how they don't come in bags, they come in little tubs as well, don't they? I love that. At £9.99, $14.49, great little addition that into your collection. Remember your Club Inspired discount as well at £7.99, $11.59. A reminder here of the basket artboard collection. Put a little Easter egg back. Half the stock has gone on this. So again, £7.99, 50% of the stock has gone, £11.60, at $11.60. You're saving yourself 10%. You're getting 3 in this collection, and you're getting a bit of everything, aren't you, in here, Hayley?
Yeah, so you do get your embellishments on the sheets as well. So those little eggs that you can see poking out the top and the word Spring Wishes, they're thrown in there. And a lot of people did ask us, oh, can we just have a basket collection? So we listened, and that's what we've got now.
Perfect. Again, look at your Club Inspired discount. You're getting 3 of these, £6.39 and $9.28. Look at everything that you're getting in there. So let's see these in action. There's only one person I know who can do this over there. Look at it, all raring to go. So, Carol, you're going to be demonstrating with these now, aren't you?
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to be creating this little basket now. So, what I've done first of all is just covered my MDF just in the country kitchen papers, and I've covered the layer that goes on top, just again with that same paper pad, and I'm just going to use the script on here just around the outside. So just using a grey ink pad.
It's like watching the master at work now, isn't it?
Not really.
Oh, I don't know. I've seen what you make, some amazing things.
Right, so I'm just going to pop that onto there.
Doesn't even need a platform. Look at it. She didn't even a platform for this. She's like, boom. But that is a massive stamp, isn't it?
It is. And then if you happen to miss a bit, which obviously I inked in there, you can just top up with the bits that's already inked there.
No,
but it doesn't
great.
matter. That's fine. Right, so then we're just going to layer this onto the top of there now. I'm just going to use hot glue today, just so it stays in place. And let's just get a bit of that on there.
Perfect.
There we go. So just pop that onto there. Level it up a bit better than I have done there, but that would be fine. And then I'm just going to pop this little bit of paper across here. So let's just get that in. I should have really put that in first, but never mind. It's not a problem. So we'll just get that on with some double-sided tape. Oh, can't go the end. Hayley's not left the hand hanging for me. Right, so I'll just move that round.
Miriam's saying the basket is so sweet looking. It really is sweet looking.
Yeah.
Right, so just pop that across there, just so it's breaking up that paper as well. And then onto, I've got just a circle cut out here that's just going to go in the centre. Just need some foam pads for that.
So the question is, who's the better crafter? Okay, Hayley pointed at Carol. Who's the better crafter?
Who's the better crafter?
Hayley says you.
Hayley.
And you're saying Hayley.
Yeah, we work well together as well. We'll say that, shall we? We'll say that.
I do love it. Yeah, he does have a very distinct identity. Yeah, you're very similar in styles, but I'm guessing, Hayley, you've learnt off your mum.
Oh, yeah.
Massively. Absolutely. You can stand in the box as well. I don't smell, I promise.
Oh.
Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. There you go. Now you can see a little box now. It's like a little postage stamp. It's like that picture, you know that really famous artwork picture where there's the farming couple?
Oh, yeah.
And ooh, a stamp cardboard.
She's glued all this glue up for me. She hasn't put lid on.
Sorry, I mean domestic, sorry.
You, George.
Oh,
Right, so I'm just
scared. Jimmy, I'm scared. We're having an argument.
Jimmy, sort them out.
So I'm just popping this love sentiment on there. So that is from the basket as well.
Yeah.
So that's just popping into the centre of that circle now.
Marvellous.
We have got our base as well.
It's all about the base.
You do get the little hearts in there as well, so I'm just going to pop that on the top. So just grab a little bit of the hot glue again.
And Carol, when it comes to putting the paper on, it's really important that you don't paper the tabs at the bottom there.
That's right, it is, yeah. You know, we just get so used to doing that and we just forget to tell people not to. Yeah. Even if you're painting, don't paint over these because obviously it will swell. Right, so then we just get into the flowers. So these are the sugared blooms. So I'm just going to snip into each petal just a little bit.
Oh, great idea.
And then I think we'll do what I call the tweezer twist.
The what twist?
It's not a dance, it's not a dance.
Oh, is that a tweezer twist? What is this?
Tweezer twist, if I can find my tweezers. Oh, here we go. Right, so all I do is just cut into those petals and then just twist it round with the tweezers.
Great idea. Oh, wow, love this. The tweezer twist.
So do it on both layers. So just get that onto there. It's easy to do. You can do it with your fingers if you want, but I just find it easy with the tweezers, so we go with that. So right, let's just grab the ball tool. Just press that down a little bit to start with.
Question is, who's the messier crafter?
Me. Or who's the messiest?
Yeah.
I'd say Hayley, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like to be, I like to be tidy, but it don't always work. Right, so then we'll just pop that into there, and I'm just going to use a pokey tool just to get in the centre there.
Doris Dayglow has said, hi, Hayley and Carol. Lovely to see the Dreamies here again. Yay. I'm going to see Dreamgirls tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I will think about you tomorrow when I go and see Dreamgirls.
Will you? Oh, dear.
You're my Dreamies girl.
Right, so then I've just twisted two little bits of the stamens in there.
Yeah, perfect.
So I've done a pink and a purple just because I can, instead of using them single. So I'm just going to leave that there a minute to dry. And then we've got the other part of the sugared blooms. So all I'm going to do with these, again, is just pop this into the centre. You do get the hearts that's going to pop up, and you can see they naturally pop up just as I'm doing that. You can see that, can't you?
Yes.
They've just popped up. And I have got, let's just pop in this one as well, so while we're at it. So this, I'm just going to add a little flag.
There it is for you across the bottom of your screen, the Sugar Blooms A4 stamp and die set. A brilliant price today, a huge saving of 20%, £19.99, $28.99 for you today.
Oh, I've got some on my fingers here, look. So we'll use that, up. So that's just going to pop into there. Again, you can add all your little bits of your scraps of paper. You know, we don't throw anything away, do we, as crafters? Right, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of sisal as well, just on this side here. Sisal, sisal, whatever you want to call it. Right, so just pop that.
Available as well for on the show, all the sisal, sizzle. The moss and sisal £9.99, $14.49. You get a fair whack of it as well, don't you? This is what you're getting with the Sisal collection.
Yeah,
with the
you're
moss.
getting 10 grams of each.
Ooh.
And the Sisal or Sisal, it's very lightweight, so you do get quite a bit for
Oh yeah,
money.
you do. Really. It's like
Right, so I've just
Yeah.
popped
Make a
those
strip,
stamens just on there. So I've put those underneath first.
Sherry's going to like that tweezer twist. Thanks for sharing that technique, Miss Carol.
You're welcome. Right, so we just pop a little bit of the hot glue on here now, and then we can just pop that around. Obviously, we've got these stamens popping out the side, which is like little buds. I've got another one there. Oops. And then we'll just add the little ones. Just these little ones dotted about. Okay, so we'll just pop those in. We're going to pop a little bit of the natural moss this time, just along the bottom, just to fill in along there. Okay, so just so it's filling in.
Yeah.
You know, it makes it look quite nice there. And then we're just going to add some of the pearls. Oops. So we'll put some down this flag.
It just comes together so quickly, doesn't it?
They are just so easy projects to do. I mean, anybody can do them. You know, children, it's a nice thing for children to start with.
Yeah.
Right, so let's just get these on here. Sorry, I'm going to be using the pickup tool, but obviously it's sold out, hasn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
You'll have to come back and bring more with
Oh, yes.
you, please.
Yes, we can. We can bring more back.
Perfect. Miriam on YouTube. Hayley used a pencil eraser head to shape the paper flowers earlier, like the tweezer effect. Love learning different techniques with different tools. Very good.
Right, so just pop those 3 on there, and then I think we're about done.
Perfect. The basket artboard collection contains those wonderful 3 baskets at £7.99. Look at that, $11.60. There it goes on the stand. Remember, you've got that wonderful Club Inspire Platinum price as well at £6.39, $9.28. Boom, there it is. Look at that, it's perfect for any occasion. Perfect for Easter, spring, whatever you may need them for. If you are wanting to make something like that, then this is what you're going to need. You're going to need your artboard, which I just told you about there. That's what you're getting, all those little Easter eggs as well, and those spring wishes sentiments. Then you've also got the Dreamies Country Kitchen paper. Remember, those were wonderful. 48 double-sized sheets, 120 GSM. 48 sheets altogether, £8.99, $13.04, £7.19, $10.43. Then your Sisal and your Sizzle and your Moss. £9.99, $14.49, loads there for you. 20% of the stock has gone on that for you. Club Inspire price, £7.19, $11.59. That humongous A5 script stamp at £9.99, that's massive. $14.50, a 20% saving on that. And also those 4 pearl collection, which you are going crazy. Limited stock on your pearls for you guys, £9.99, $14.49. You're getting 6 different colours, 100 pearls of each, 600 pearls there at that brilliant price. Limited stock on that, guys. If you want to get those, get them now. We've got another 20 minutes or so. Lorna Jane Hunter will join us for Craft Along. I'm loving these demos, and I'm glad I put in my order this morning. I'm still finishing the homework Debbie has left with me with. And Peg on Facebook, I bought several items to make on sale at the farmer's market, but I don't know if I can part with them. Hey, now's the time. If you want to get some more items, now is the time, because we may be selling out of a lot of things. We'll give you some time to check out your baskets. We'll see you back here shortly.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Put away your tape measure and fabric scissors. The Threader's fabric cutter offers accuracy and precision with every cut. This handy tool slices through fabric in a guillotine style. Its ergonomic design features a comfortable and protective handle, so it's safe and easy to use whether you're right or left-handed. Its 45mm rotary blade will cut up to 6 layers of fabric at a time, so your sewing, quilting, and upholstery project times are cut down to size. It's equipped with a measuring guide in metric and imperial for a perfectly accurate cut every time. The built-in grid ruler has 30-degree, 45-degree, and 60-degree angle lines, so you can cut fabric on any angle, including the bias. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Yes, welcome back to your Craft Along / Dreamies. Yes, they are in the studio. Show you there on Facebook. Stunning basket demo, Carol. Thanks. Just under 15 minutes left on the show. We've got loads more to get in. Let me give you some quick stock updates because I don't want you to be missing out on anything today. Starting off with your nesting planters. If you want to get these, you'll get the 3 different planters, a small, medium and large. 60% of the stock has gone on your planters. £14.99, it's $21.68. 60% of the stock has gone. $11.99, $17.34. You've also got your Nordic bunnies as well. They are really flying off the shelves. They're hopping off the shelves. 55% of the stock has gone. £8.99, $13.07. Here it is for you. I'll bring it for you guys so you can see it. Here it is. Here's his and hers. You get 2 small and 2 males as well. £8.99, $13.07. Platinum price £7.19, $10.46. Also as well, you've got your bunting, which you can see behind me here on the shelf. I always feel like I'm doing the weather when I do this kind of thing. Here you have bunting. Here it is for you, the basic scalloped bunting collection. 2 sheets. You get in each sheet contains 10 triangles. £7.49, $10.86. Loads of love coming in for the wonderful Dreamies stuff today. We've got to do a demo of the show. So we had our craft along. If you missed that, make sure you watch this show back later on. And the first 2 hours is Debbie's craft along, all about those wonderful credit card dies. So number 1 is the craft along itself with the wonderful Debby Robinson, what she made. Boom, there it is for you with those wonderful card inserts. That is number 1 for demo of the show. Right, Hayley, you've got some over there. So number 2 is what you've got in your hands.
Yes, so this was my first demo, so that's card of the show or demo of the show number 2.
Yep.
Then it was Mum's basket that we just saw. And then number 4 is what I'm making next.
Perfect.
And it's going to be this card here with the
Lovely.
topiary trees.
Perfect. So 1, 2, 3 or 4. A few moments on that, guys. See which one will be demo of the show. Let's see you making that then. Val Lloyd on Facebook. I will have to ask my son to put up some extra shelves. Can never part with Dreamies makes. Still have my autumn wreaths and my Christmas gnomes on display. Just nice, too nice to take down. Thank you, Dreamies, from Val in Southampton. Always love from Val. Right, so the topiary tree, that A5 stamp set at £9.99, $14.50. That is what Hayley's going to be demonstrating with next. So let's see it in action, Hayley.
Right, so we're going to heat emboss one of the topiary tree balls. So I've just got my stamping platform. And then I've just got a bit of navy cardstock here and my stamp. So then I'm just going to pick that up with my platform, and then I'm just going to use an anti-static bag just onto the card. So obviously if you've never done heat embossing before, that's just getting rid of any of the static that's on there, any little marks, any fingerprints. So hopefully your powder won't stick to it. So we've just used the VersaFine ink pad there, or Versamark even. So a heat embossing pad, and we're just pressing that down. And that's picked up that gorgeous detail there. You probably won't see it yet, but as soon as I put my gold powder on, that'll pick up that image. And again, I've loved matching gold with this paper pad.
Yeah.
Just the dark purple, dark blues, it matches so well.
Don't they?
Yeah. Right, so we can just give that a bit of a heat. It might take a little second because I've not heated my gun up, but never mind. So we'll just move this over, and we'll hopefully start to see that changing. Yeah,
magic happens.
Already.
We love a bit of embossing. That is very quick.
It was quick, wasn't it?
We went, oh, wait 3 minutes. It's here. Instant. Very good. And done. In no time at all, heat embossing is done.
So you can see that gorgeous foiling on there. So that's picked up all those tiny little floral details on there. And you do get them obviously in the heart. You get the, it's kind of like a triangular bush sort of style. So we'll pop that to one side, and I've already got some cut out. And then I've just done the same thing roughly with my plant pot that comes in there as well. Just stamped onto some pattern paper, and I'm just going to trim around this.
Lovely.
So I'm not being too precise. I'm leaving a little bit of a border around it, but that'll be fine.
Yeah.
And obviously if you are following the embossing, it does kind of give you something to work up to. So it's pretty easy to do that.
Lovely.
Right, so then we can start to build up the topiary tree. So again, I've heat embossed the stem just onto a piece of white cardstock there.
Yeah.
And we're just going to build up these topiary tree balls. So
Marvellous.
I'm just shaping them a little bit just with my hands, just to give them a little bit of a bevel there. And I'm just going to take a little bit of foam tape just for the centre of these balls there. And then this is going to go on the top, and then the middle for this one, and then we can pop the little pot on the bottom there. So then we can go with that. And again, another little bit of foam tape just onto the bottom. And that's going to create that gorgeous little topiary tree really easily. And then we're going to layer that up. So I'm going to use, I think I'll use a bit of the blue dinky inky just to edge it. So this is the Cobalt in the collection. Oh, knocking everything over.
That's all. I know you feel. That's me usually.
So I'm just picking up that little bit of ink there and just edging around it. And then we can layer that. We're going for navy card again and some gold mirror board on this one. So it's going to be nice and moody.
Moody? Were you a moody teenager, Hayley? When you were a teenager, were you moody?
I wasn't really, I don't think.
Oh, Carol's even agreed. It wasn't moody.
No, I don't think I was too bad. I suppose I could have been worse.
Yeah. She good? Very good. You know your child, Hayley?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like me.
Yeah. I always wanted a brother or sister, but never got one, and now I'm pretty thankful, I think.
Carol, you're never grateful, are they, Carol? Never grateful, are they? Hey?
Right, so I've just layered that up onto navy and gold mirror board there.
Yep.
So then we can start to build up the card. So what I'm going to do is I've got my gold and navy again, and then we're using half a strip almost to build up the top half and then the bottom half of the card. So that's going to just layer up and make my background there. Using, again, you can make quite a few cards then just by using your little scraps almost of cardstock and paper stock. So if you're using it on a 6x6, you'll get some nice little stripes left, and obviously then you can build up as you want with those.
Rhonda on YouTube, heat embossing is like magic. Presto change. It really was.
Yeah.
Even I was like, and I've seen, no, he'd been here quite a few days. You see heat embossing most days. But even I went, wow, that was quick.
It was quick.
Still took me by surprise. It really did.
I did expect it to take a little while.
I know, because your gun's is not warm.
Yeah, I've not used it all day, so I don't know what's happened there, but it doesn't matter, we don't question it, do
It
we?
happened, that's the main thing.
Right, so I've just added a little strip of mirror board then, just along the top, just to break up those patterns there, and a little bit of the striped paper as well. So we can pop that just along there, and then we can build this up onto the gold as well. So this is quite a simple card really, but you have got quite a lot going on, but without too much effort.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
say. Right, so we'll pop that on there. And I think I was going to use the gold pearls, so I think they might still be on the website. You're on the same wavelength, Georgina. Right, so we'll pop that onto here. And then I've just got another flag of navy card as well, just to go down the side.
Yeah.
So just another dab of glue on. And then that's just going to line up at the top there, just to break it up again a little bit. So then we're going to pop the topiary tree on.
Yeah.
Again, a little bit of the double-sided foam, just to lift it off a little bit. Obviously, you would put a bit more on if you were doing this at home. This is just speed. I mean, I say that, I craft this badly at home. Right, so we'll pop this along the side there. And then we're just going to build up again some more flowers. So to start with, I'm just going to add on my little frippery bits. So this is just some of the dies from the sugared blooms again. So I'm just going to create a little bit of an arrangement there, just in the corner, just for where my flowers are going to go.
Lovely. The gems are still hanging in there, so the pearls, I should say. So if you are wanting to get those, please do not wait around, because they may be gone very, very shortly. Your sugar blooms there, the A4 stamp and die set, £19.99, $28.99. Saving yourself 20%. You can see it there on the side of your screens. And your Club Inspire Platinum, £15.99, $23.19.
Right, so we'll pop those just onto there, and then I've got one that I can break up and add in if I need to. So again, we've got the navy flowers there. So I'm just going to trim again, like Mum did, just between the petals, and then just crease them down the centre.
Lovely. Don't forget, coming up for you shortly, in about an hour's time, 6 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. Pacific time, is Creative Cravings. Yes, Debby Robinson is going to be back with me in an hour's time. We've got an hour of wonderful Debby Robinson. Dreamies are going to be back at 7 p.m. here in the UK, 3 p.m. East Coast, 12 midday over on your Pacific time. And then wrapping up your day will be the wonderful Debby as well. So 3 more hours to go of wonderful live crafting for you on Crafters TV, wherever you are in the world.
Right, so we've popped those two big flowers together there, and then I've just got some of the smaller ones as well. And we've used some of the stamps in the collection as well to make a stamped gold heat embossed flower as well. So we're just offsetting those petals. And then we can grab these. So these are, you get kind of stripy petals in the flowers there. Yeah, it is heat embossed, yeah. So all I've done is, again, snipped between the petals and then just lifting these up again.
Lovely.
So just 2 layers of the heat embossed there. And again, because they've got the stripe detail on, they do look really quite luxurious when you've done them this sort of way. But again, you know, when you think about gifting a project or a card or something, if somebody doesn't craft and they get something like this, they go, oh my word, how did you make that?
Exactly.
Especially with the heat embossing, that's a real technique that it just looks like you've got a massive foiling machine or something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
But we know the secrets.
Right, so we'll pop the flowers onto here.
Don't forget, we've got an announced demo of the show.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. Very close indeed. Pencil hairs.
Oh, dear. It's the first time me and Mum are against each other. Oh, no, was it? No, we were against each other this morning as well.
Who won this morning?
Me.
Did you? With the farm fresh eggs basket. Question is, who will win?
Right, so I'm just going to pop these last little bits in here. I won't pop the pearls on just so that we've got time for the announcement, and then we've just got a sentiment to finish off. But like I say, I would pop some pearls in the centres and onto my topiary tree there.
Absolutely perfect.
But we'll just add some glue, and there we go. Just
lovely.
A thanks.
Easy as peas. There it is. All made possible, those wonderful Dreamies products at a brilliant price, £19.99, $2,999. Love that. So you see, you put the pearls on.
Yeah. Finishes it off, doesn't
It
it?
really does. So let me announce for you, demo of the show. It was number 1, Debby Robinson.
Good.
I know,
yes.
the craft along one. So it does mean at the stands, it's Hayley 1, Carol 0.
Yeah.
So it's all to play for this evening. That is the question. Who will win down on the show later on tonight? What happens if you win? Hayley, if you win, what do you get if you win?
I don't know. Probably a nap in the van on the way home.
That's always great. That's always great.
Yeah, I like that
don't
prize.
forget, that is good for you Creative Cravings tonight in an hour's time, wherever you are in the world. We've got more Dreamies coming up. Are you going to give us some sneak? It depends what we've still got, because who knows what you could be doing for us, Hayley?
Hopefully Mum will be making this that I showed you earlier.
Oh, yes, with that cutout, so the spare bit.
And then I've got some bunny gnomes to make as well, if you want to see some of those.
Absolutely.
We've got a bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, so loads more to come back and whet and apple your appetite. I've got Easter eggs to eat. So I've got... I'm not even joking. Why you sound surprised? There's chocolate. Easter eggs to eat galore. I've got a toy to play with for my other Easter egg. It's going to be a great show. Like we said, make sure you join us back here for Creative Cravings in an hour's time, 6 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Debby Robinson is going to be back in the studio. So remember, it's going to be great fun. Head to the website now, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu to get ahead of the game, see what is coming up. And if you've got anything Dreamies in your basket, my advice to you now, and the advice of every crafter in the world who has ever used Dreamies, make sure you check out now, because I promise you, by the next hour, things will have sold out. Remember, those pearls, those assorted pearls, are limited stock. So any minute now, they will go. So if you've got them in your basket, please not sit around and wait for those. I'll be back here with Debby in about an hour's time. The wonderful Carol and Hayley are going to be back as well from Dreamies. In the meantime, check out your baskets, and we'll see you back here for Creative Cravings in 1 hour's time. In the meantime, we'll see you soon. Goodbye.